what was fire frack was someone used before.
Okay, right, we're here. How many people are here? Just me. Hi, everyone. Oh, hi, me. Unless more people have joined. We just went on our last few bods to get in. This is going to be a minute.
Oh,
Blame
I don't want to leave the
Canada.
Congo. No.
Come on, Goon. Do you know what? He's probably he's probably trying to find his Beatles record so he can play Yellow Submarine while he plays.
We did not give them fluorescent yellow paint for that purpose. Bloody eyes. Ugh.
Hello.
I have all of my uboating snacks. I'm ready.
Goon is just starting up his end, so he's going to be a few minutes.
That's fine. I've got mine on. We are live, and we have people messaging. Hello, Mikola, and yes, hello. We are the Kriegsmarine. We are the Kriegsmarine, and we have no idea how to start a U-boat.
All right, we'll be back.
So yeah, we're just waiting on our final final Oos boat to turn up. I think he got lost off the Bay of Biscay. He turned right at Albuquerque instead of left. Is people joining and rejoining and...
I'm just having trouble.
Yeah, somebody's may invite again real quick. I'm trying to get to be able to read the manual, but it's not wanting to let me the manual until right.
Yeah, you can read the manual on the homepage if you want to read the manual while we wait.
That would be a brilliant idea, because this bloody... Oh, wait, sorry, family friendly. I about launched a raid there. This cracking game, which I love, admittedly, just need to be able to read while I'm on the actual main stage. Ugh.
Oh, it is still early. Maybe it's something that'll... Don't...
Oh, I know.
Baby, don't sing... Oh, dear God. Tenchi needs to be muted. Did he just seriously just post that, or am I just seeing things?
Well, I don't know if that would be... I guess it's a form of muting.
Oh, Lord. Do I already hear alcohol?
Is it more like censored?
Yeah.
Bryce, are you drinking?
Thank you very much, JJ3951.
Having Pepsi.
You need schnapps.
But yes, we are having an epic adventure of...
So, let me tell you about my poor choices with Jaeger over spring break.
Uh-oh. Okay, right. So before we start, we're going to listen to someone talking about their bad decisions with alcohol. This is our pre-stream, by the way, basically.
Wonderful.
That one time at band camp... Actually, no, that's a different story.
Once you finish, I have another story to share as well. So let's hear it.
We're on spring break and we're in Italy in this small apartment. And my friend buys a bottle of Jaeger. And I'm like, oh, cool. I like Jaeger. Jaeger's nice. It's pretty smooth. Little did I know how smooth Jaeger really was, because I haven't had it for a long time. So I have one shot and I'm like, oh, man, that lovely taste. 4 more go down in the next 2 minutes. And at this point, you know, it's like really loud and we're getting ready to go out. And then 5 more go down because I think, wow, I need to get ready because I don't want to spend a lot of money at the bar. So right before we leave, I'm like, what the hell? What's 2 more going to do to me? So then I have 2 more. We're walking down the street of Florence, and at this point, the full toast comes into effect. I am toasted beyond my wildest dreams as we're walking down the streets. And because I am so toasted, I think that, what the hell, more alcohol at the bar? Fantastic idea. My friend purchases me a tequila sunrise, sets it in front of me, and I inhale it faster than a small child awakening from a drowning instance. Like, I inhaled it as quickly as I breathe in air when I wake up in the morning. It was there and vanished. And I didn't taste it. It was, like, it just was cold. I had
Tastes
4
like
more shots at
cold.
the bar, and then I had half a liter of beer. So
Jesus,
then
man.
we're walking home, and this is when the frames start hitting. When you're on the edge of consciousness, and I fell down, inspected the bike next to me, exclaimed, "This is a nice bike," got up and continued walking. I met this one person randomly on the street, shook their hand very vigorously and said it's a very nice night. And they didn't speak any English, they only spoke Italian, and were very confused as to why I came up to them at 2 in the morning and shaking their hand rather vigorously.
Oh, God.
So, me and Jaeger are going to take a break.
Yeah, you are definitely a welcome member of the Kriegsmarine, I think.
It's not quite as comparable, but my time as an honor student at university, Brought a bottle of tequila to a Dungeons and Dragons night.
Oh, that's already a great story right there.
Yeah. Well, we were in the middle of some
Fujiko,
kind
we
of major quest.
do have one spot.
And then everybody else brought their own drinks too. So I had to finish this bottle myself.
Understandable.
When you are 750 milliliters of tequila in, you start making questionable decisions during D&D.
I still
I
remember.
think if you have any amount of tequila in your system, you start making questionable.
I still remember
Tequila's that
before
bad bitch in the closet.
when I used to.
It gets better.
When I used to run the bar, when I was still posted in Germany, I ran the bar there because I don't drink. I'm a strange individual. I do not drink alcohol. I have no interest in it. So I ran the bar. So I served
Is this
drinks.
the time where you got pinned on the bar?
No, that was my first day in. But no, I remember serving my captain, so my workshop commanding officer, shot after shot after shot, and he polished off. I think it was a full bottle of Jaeger we had behind the table, plus his own private stuff he had behind the table. And he's,
I was about to say, is this the alcoholic?
Yes, this is the alcoholic. Okay, a guy called Mick Patey. He was brilliant. He was one of the best. He was the best morale commanding officer we had, but not necessarily the best commanding officer we had, if that makes sense. And he was walking around perfectly fine. He was like, "Yeah, I feel great." Yada yada yada. He goes, "Right, I'm going to walk home. See you all later." He walks outside. Okay, now bear in mind, being in Germany later in the year, it's a bit. I wouldn't say it's cold, but the air is definitely fresh. Oh, thanks for the follow there, Alendrero. I'll probably mess that up. Thank you for the follow. And he walks outside, and the moment he took that first lungful of air, that lovely mouthful of crisp, fresh German air, lights went out. Body switched off. Alcohol limit overload, and just went bang, straight on the floor. That was it, out like a light. He didn't make it home that day. We dragged him back in and put him in the corner of the bar. Threw a blanket over him, because there was always blankets in there for obvious reasons, because everyone in my workshop was an alcoholic. We dragged him in, we threw a pillow under him, threw a blanket on him, and left him there. Till the next day. Okay, so bear in mind, this was a Wednesday. The bar opened on a Wednesday and the bar opened on a Friday. So on the Thursday, we all turn up for work. He's still there. Okay, bear in mind, this is our commanding officer. He's still there and still pretty drunk. So we just left him and went back to doing all our work and that kind of stuff. He gets up at about 12-ish, staggers through, and bear in mind, by this point, he's lost a shoe. He's lost his boxers, but he's still got his shorts on. And he's lost a few other things as well. And he walks in and he says, "Any chance you can open the bar after lunch?" Now, when that happens, it means work's finished. So everyone went, "Yeah, sure." So we tied up all our stuff, went to lunch, came back, bar opened, he got blutered again. He once again was in the corner of the room, passed out on the floor where we left him there. Friday morning. Now, bear in mind, Friday morning, you can't just call off, because Friday morning in my old regiment was where we did battalion PT, so where everyone went out and you got up into your full combat gear, so your boots, your combats, your rifle, Bergen, that kind of stuff.
Do you bridge to the PT belt?
Obviously, we don't wear PT belts. We're not special. So like I says, he has to attend. There's no way out of it. So he's doing a one-song pre-show. Okay, so he should be here in a minute. So basically, we managed to get him semi-sober, into his combats, get his Bergen on, because it was all already in his office, so that wasn't too bad, and got him out onto the parade, and he's swinging. Don't know how he was upright, but he was there. We got him on parade, okay, so that's something. And we don't usually know what we're going to do unless it's a specific type of training where we needed rifles. If it's anything else, it could be anything. Well, the PTI comes out, so our physical training instructor comes out and sees my commanding officer, who is swaying more than a tree in the breeze. And he immediately realises that this commanding officer is pretty sauced. And decides, do you know what the best thing to do today? Something nice and easy. How about an 8-mile loaded march?
Oh.
Now, for those who are not aware, an 8-mile loaded march, while intoxicated, is not the nicest thing to do. Luckily for me, being teetotal, I didn't have to endure this. He, on the other hand, did. He threw up every mile on the mile. We had to drag him the entire way. Now, bear in mind, this was beautiful. And then when we finished and came in, we thought he's going to go home and go to bed because he's just spent the past 2 days on the sauce. I don't think at any point he was sober in the past 2-3 days. Gets back to the workshop, and what we have to do is you have to tidy up. That's the general rule. You come back, you do the tidying up, and then you finish for the day, go for your shower, and then that's your weekend. He walks in and goes,
Open the bar.
Open the bar, please. But yeah, that was...
You seem to give hope to the army, and no matter what country it is.
Oh god, there's so much chat, I don't know who's in the lobby. This is going to be fun.
So is it that
we
officer
might...
and the sergeant that pinned you on the bar then?
Yeah, it was my old SR major. No, Fujiko said he's going to join in on my submarine once he gets in.
But right now, Sorth is lone.
What is their sub full, is it?
Well, he didn't know. He thought the other Shogun was playing.
If
We
they're...
have 9 players currently. Damn.
There we go.
We've got 9, are we? Well, we'll just fill up all the bits. But yeah, that was... My time in the army consisted of a very drunk commanding officer and a workshop full of people that you wouldn't trust with a screwdriver. It was fun.
Jack, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you fix like a heavy haul truck with just a duct tape, like the engine?
No, what you're thinking of is when one of our trucks that we used to have, and it was one that I really enjoyed. I mean, we will get to doing some submarines, so all these who are joining in and going, what the fuck is talking about? We're getting there, we're just waiting on our final person coming in. I had a truck where the dash fell apart. You know, when you've got a truck that's like 60 years old, the plastic that they use just disintegrates, it starts to break away. And it disintegrated well out on a run, and when we brought it back, we didn't have any spare parts because these trucks are 60 years old, you can't get them anymore. So we repaired the dash using bits of random pieces of a plastic box, duct tape, cable ties, Jubilee clips, and super glue. And basically rebuilt a dash like it was a scene from the A-Team.
You know,
and that truck's still on the road.
Sorry, but I've
Not in
been
the army,
treated to
though.
hear a very special story straight out of the United States Army SATCOM. Who wants to hear about it?
As long as it's short.
Oh, it's very short. Don't worry. We have insert Private First Class Ricky here. Private First Class Ricky has managed to get through basic with all sorts of other shit that's worth a story for another time. But that's again for another day. He gets to his advanced infantry training, gets through that, and then goes to specialist training as a satellite communications expert.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sat boys are a bunch of nerds, in case you didn't guess. That drill sergeant, though, is straight up 1970s American, doesn't understand that. Once upon a time in the early 2000s.
We good? Oh, we can actually start.
All right, you bunch of nerds. You could sing me the full Pokemon theme song. You don't have to do PT today. Oh, and just guess what happened next.
They all knew the words off by heart.
Starting off with dear First Class Ricky, you started hearing, I want to...
Of course.
And then it spread the entire formation. The drill sergeant just stood there, blinked and said, alright, you fuckers are just lifeless, aren't you?
I still remember our workshop. I mean, my fitness is terrible. It's still terrible. Ever since I left the army, my fitness has rapidly declined. And yet I still weigh absolutely sorrel.
You're bored, Jack.
Yeah, but my workshop had a thing about always being physically fit, so they always took their training a little bit further. And we once done our... because you have to do annual fitness tests. Obviously, it'd be the same with all militaries, but we did an annual fitness test, and it was 8 miles loaded with rifle in a certain length of time, which was 2 hours. So 4 miles per hour, which isn't fast per se, but when you're carrying all the kit up and down hills, it does take a toll over 2 hours. And well, we got to the point where we could do 10 miles in 2 hours. Well, the rest of the regiment found out and decided that we were no longer allowed to do our own PT. So we went with the rest of the battalion.
Oh boy.
With the person doing the PT was our PTI, our physical training instructor from the workshop. So obviously he'd done the PT as if we'd been doing our PT already, and proceeded to destroy the battalion. Needless to say, it went back to being our own PT after that. Alright, are they all in their submarine? Top. We're going to find out soon enough. Time to submarine. Let's get my headset on properly so I can hear.
Begin jetzt.
If I'm not, the construction site.
Okay, right. Let's do what we do best. Do a quick topside check. Make sure that we haven't spawned in the middle of everything. Oh God, get that.
Tower?
Yep, get up the top. Just one person. I just need to know if there's anything into our immediate vicinity, and then we'll start doing our stuff.
Roger. I've got the helm. And,
Yeah. So who's our torpedo? Is that you, Sarge?
That would be me.
Right. Helm is Price. Who's our radio?
U-boat, 11 o'clock off the bow, roughly 1 kilometer.
That's fine. Sorth, you're our radio dude, are you?
307.
Yeah, you took the slot.
Do you know how to use the telegraph?
The telegraph?
Yep.
No.
Well, basically, in order to speak to the other boat, just click on the telegraph till you're on it and type keys, right? But you have no, not that one. The one next to it. That's the Enigma. We're not sending coding messages. So the one, this thing here,
Oh yeah.
that one there, and basically type, but you have to wait for him to finish tapping before you use the next key. You basically let me know when messages come in, and then I'll tell you what to send out. And then you're also on the hydrophone. That's basically your job. Not a hard job, but it's a job. Not yet.
Okay.
Do we have anything around us?
Negative.
Is it
Fully clear
daytime,
on all-
nighttime?
Daytime, light fog, but sunshine
Alright.
above.
Alright, let's get front and rear tanks open. Let's flood the tanks, get us down to periscope depth.
Roger.
Electric
Wait,
motors,
do you wanna-
electric
wait,
motors
do you wanna
ahead slow.
blast the negative tank first before we die so we can charge the...
No, it's okay.
tank?
Just leave it.
Alright. Opening front ballast tanks.
Make sure we're on electric engines, please.
Will do.
I'll get the rear tank since I'm closest. Ooh, that's loud.
Electric engines. Full speed ahead.
Okay, now I have turned up the volume of the game for the atmospheric effect, so hopefully it's not too loud. Let me know if it is, and I need to adjust anything, and I'll get round to it.
We received a very
307 is slowly
short
submerging
message.
12.
B. Oh, we are boat B. Okay, yeah. Just respond. Just with a firm. We boat A, and then end. Just type end at the end, basically saying we've finished our message. Right.
We're sinking pretty quick.
I just sent back K, honestly, because I didn't know what exactly that was. I just thought it was them memeing at us. Should
No,
I just send
just
A?
just send we boat B and then end. Alright, I'm on the hydro.
What?
Just type in we boat B, so like basically we are boat B, but just keep it short. Sorry, we are boat A, sorry, my apologies.
Right.
And then finish it with end. Alright,
It
let's
was kind of leveled out.
Okay.
Right, where is...
I have no experience using this.
That's alright, you'll get it.
Literally none.
Where is
Where's my first
the...
game?
Where is the... Yeah, get us to... Oh god, can you
I'm
keep
gonna
that off
have
just
to blast
for
the
now,
negative.
because that messes up with my YouTube when that's on. Sorry guys. Basically, we're sinking fast.
Yeah, because we have the negative still.
Yeah. Get us
What
to
blasting that?
13 once you can.
Will do, Captain.
And then I need to know. Can you take a shot for every missed torpedo? Now you see, I would, but I don't drink. I haven't drank alcohol since I was 18, I think it was. And
I will take a shot of water for each.
And I'm 28
I'm
now,
out.
so 10 years.
You said 13, right?
3 meters high.
Do you remember to tell your radio operator the radio depth? Radio depth.
31,
I have no idea.
30. 13 or 30?
Also, Price graduate.
Where is our friendly submarine in relationship to us?
At last check, at the current speed we were going, he was at 11 o'clock, roughly about 800 to 1,000 meters.
Right. So basically, ignore 11 o'clock. That's friendly sub. We need to hear contacts in different directions.
Well,
There's
no,
something.
if you hear single screw from anywhere beyond 11, it's a different story. But it's only
There's something around about the 2 o'clock, 60 degrees off starboard.
we haven't adjusted our.
What
angle, have
is
we?
no?
Right,
What
we've
is
been
the
set.
the inside compass bearing?
Inside bearing is 264 approximately.
Bring us to bearing 260.
Roger, Dodger.
Actually,
Just keep track on that.
do.
Actually, I'll
Are we at full speed and dead slow?
send a message.
No, we are full speed.
What's the second arrow thing? The long one? On the starboard?
On the starboard, we're still full speed ahead.
Well, I see the big arrow, but what's the other arrow?
Oh, I'll tell you in a second. The other arrow is, I don't know. we're at full speed ahead. All right. You said bearing 260, right, Captain?
Yep.
Roger, Dodger. We are at 260 at a depth of 12.5 meters.
Yeah. One thing I do wish though is that I put our messages in as well, because so I know that what I've sent, even though I should really know what I've sent, but
Is correct.
yeah. Right. That is a position of our last. What's our compass heading again? Sorry, we had 260. Yeah.
Nothing's put in the attack scope besides U-307, which is still on the surface.
Yeah, that's fine. Leave him.
Bearing up. Scope is 250. I don't know the relative.
270.
How are we doing on compressed air? So we still have about 990.
That's fine. We basically once we turn, we could probably actually surface.
Relative to sub, the other U-boat.
Let's surface and let's run on the top. We'll keep our compressors charged and our batteries charged.
They've reported contact 270.
Yeah, we've got it at
So
260.
we're on the roundabout the right track.
Yeah. Right. So yep, surface. Switch to diesel locomotive. Switch to diesel engines, and yep, and get the compressors on and charge the batteries. All of the above.
Roger.
So make sure all the tanks are drained as well. Let's go full tilt.
Roger, Dodger.
Do you know how to
Diesel
charge?
engines
Do you know
are
how
on.
to charge batteries, Price?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, get them charged me, please. Once they're up and running.
We are on the surface. Hatch open.
Okay.
Our compressed air is
Just keep a lookout around and see what you can see. Just leave it there, Price. It's fine. Just keep an eye on your station.
Roger. I'm gonna go steer from the top deck.
Okay. Let's get that compressor on. Wow, that's loud.
That is loud, yes.
Make sure that the
Which one?
the drain is off. I don't know if it's off for the tanks.
Like the TDC to the UZ.
Yeah, we're still losing compressed air.
Are you
Because you
venting
turn it
still?
on.
It might still be
It's,
venting.
I just closed it. It wasn't closed. All right.
So they're off to our port side, right? Goon and all them.
Rush, you're looking
Let's
too
have a
far
look-see.
right, look left.
Should be.
Oh, I'm looking left. I get my
Oh,
character.
but you're also from the binocs.
Let's all have a look, why not?
Oh God, this is not going to be fun.
If,
How many ships?
I don't see anything.
oh.
This is going to be interesting. They are so going to see us. Ah!
Yeah, so much for that
Well,
fog.
Yes, but look at the price tag. U-307 will take the fire first.
I see at
Hopefully.
least two of our friends on boat B on the deck.
Well, considering the fact that every single person again is on top side, no one's down below
I'm
listening
not.
to the radio.
Ready,
I'm
man.
not
Send
gonna-
go. Send transmission. Hey, Ash, look. Go below. Be smart.
So it's
Stop.
okay. I can man the radio while I'm down here because I can read the radio log anyway. Are we nearly full on the compressed air?
Yeah, we're about to hit it. There we go, we're full.
Cool. I'll turn this off so I can hear.
Stay topsides.
We're staying top side for now.
All right, Captain. So we're heading 260.
Duh. Damn, I was a little bit off actually with my original calculations. We are now there,
I think we're running 307. Could be wrong.
heading that way.
Bryce, what's it look like to you? Are we out running them?
I think we're ahead, but holding pace.
Tilting and point and wake in this game is a little hard to tell.
It's a beautiful day.
Let's try and get that some professional. This is medium.
Beautiful day
We
outside.
have we are doing a hard on Sunday, and I believe we've actually got 4 submarines for Sunday.
Do we?
Wow.
I believe so.
Crap.
That's impressive.
That other
We're doing. Goon's got a boat. I have a boat, and some streamers have a boat. So it should be interesting.
Here, Stars, let me squeeze right where you are so I can man the helm.
Jack, you guys doing good things.
Mhm.
Thank you, sir.
All yours.
The fact that you say that, and I'm just like, yeah, I already know. I'm not even going to bother finding out what he's doing.
You know, it'd be funny Make
What?
all the gauges in German, so we have to learn German. to use submarine.
Part of me wants the gauges to be.
Already have an edge there, boys. So, heute gehen wir auf unseren U-Boot. Wir schwimmen heute.
Auf
Yeah,
geht's auf die
Deutsch,
Toilette
yeah,
gehen!
Just immediately flexes on all of us. With,
All I heard there was, "Would you like extra schnitzel with your Luftwaffles?"
So you're saying all you heard was sauerkraut?
Jack, I remember one of the first conversations we had was, I know some... Ein Schnitzel mit extra Pommes, bitte.
What was it? Eine Schnitzel mit große Pommes, bitte?
Pommes, bitte.
And then the guy serving me turned around and says, "Would you like anything else with that?" And I was like, I felt like such a moron trying to speak German. Turns out I did it incredibly badly, and he felt so he was so upset with my attempt at German that he spoke English at me. And it turns out they don't speak English to people. They don't like the language where I was. I was like, this is not good.
A shameless plug here. If you're a fan of Duolingo, go ahead and.
They're submerging.
They're submerging. They might be doing a check on the audio.
maybe.
I have nothing on the scope still, so hydrophone can't do anything yet.
Seriously,
you know what?
I can't wait for the radio direction finder to come online.
Screw that. Radar.
Yeah, that too. But I think radar might be a bit.
Radar would at least allow us to be more active on the surface. Instead of staring at the fog, waiting for something to go.
We need the
The
view
sweeps,
distance,
the
I think.
sweeps, the bleeps, the creeps.
We've lost the beeps, we lost the sweeps, and we lost the creeps.
Yeah, our U-boat friend is almost submerged entirely. That's actually really cool to watch. I mean, this is the first group game that I've played for this, so that's terrifying.
Just wait till Jack will make our depth 200 meters.
What was that?
Near the planes up. I said, Jack, wait until you make the order to go to crush depth.
Jack took me to crush depth already on when he was introducing me to the game.
Yeah, I sunk him
That
at the
was
bottom.
The Sunday that I came back.
We had rookies once, and it was like, what's that noise? Nothing to worry about.
Well, the thing is, this is daytime when we're doing this mission, so we are probably going to be spotted by a destroyer. They are probably going to chase us, and chances are we're going to end up at crush depth again.
Oh, wonderful.
Because I mean, what's the point in doing these streams if we don't go to crush depth? I'm sorry, but you need to. It's where the tense action is.
Creaking and the water dripping from the ceiling. Are you even U-boating?
Yeah, exactly.
You have to say that
You are
SubSim
not a hard-
great.
If you have no bilge build up, you are not submarining. You're not submarining hard enough. But I'm glad there's no planes yet, but I cannot wait for there to be planes.
So, question: if Jack is a U-boat skipper,
Mhm.
what would he drink? The spirit of choice.
What was that?
If you were actually a U-boat skipper, what would be your drink of choice?
Coca-Cola.
Well, yeah, they
No,
did have it.
He needs to get Coca-Cola though.
That's chocolate,
I
though.
have Coca-Cola.
I know. I'm saying though, your
I want
job.
some of that
to get your
chocolate.
job done. You need Coca-Cola.
Actually, that's a good point. Did they actually send a message before they dived? I didn't check.
They didn't.
I'll know if I go down below because it's like the logbook appears out of my ass. No, they didn't.
Radio
They didn't
log.
send anything.
B,
Yeah,
have
yeah.
contact at 270 is the last message they sent.
Yeah, I got that too.
I don't have anything on my binoculars.
Yeah, but it depends on how
assume
far away they are.
I assume we're the Bakers vote on this one.
Hmm?
They're able, we're Baker.
We're
I
able.
think we're able.
We're able. Hello there, Nui Nerd. Doing some last minute missions before Sunday, which will be interesting.
Also, here's a really tough question.
Yeah.
Yeah, we may be German, but it's 1939, right?
It's actually 1940s.
It's 1940.
So we don't use NATO phonetics. Do we use, I guess, American? Able, Baker.
No, it's German.
Contact 12. Contact 12.
Seen destroyer down.
Merchant. We have a merchant.
No, I see a destroyer. Everyone, get below.
Below that guy.
All right, people. Here come your tense stuff. Let's do this. Just get
Close the hatch,
us
close the
to
hatch.
periscope depth.
Wanna get below?
Should I
Hatch is
report
closed.
contact, or do you think they have found contact as well?
I'm on the
Don't
attack
know.
periscope.
Just right now. Hope you got something.
Are all both the tanks open?
Yeah, they got a convoy.
Alright, I'm gonna give us a little bit of negative so we can get
Yeah.
a nice dive.
Switching to
Give us the
electric engine.
periscope depth.
Alright, giving us negative.
We have fog, though. I've lost contact. No, wait, never mind. Oh, we got a big girl here.
Yeah.
Sighted star.
Bearing 340 degrees. Destroyer bearing 010.
Can you get on the hydrophone? Just get on the hydrophone. I'll respond. I need you to find out what you can hear. Oh, hold on. 2 4.
They are close.
Turn heading 240.
Roger. 240.
Jack, do you know how to determine distance? Do I need to use that?
Negative.
Are we actually diving yet?
Should be.
No.
We are slightly.
We are going. Yes.
240. 10 meters. Leveling out dive planes.
Alright, just try and keep us at periscope, please. Don't go too far.
Will do.
Do not use observation periscope, please. I do not want to get caught. Kriegsmarine would rather be drinking pure Fanta. That is correct. And does anyone know the reason why Fanta and not Coke? Now I know Darren knows. Darren, I know you know, so don't you say a word, because I know you know because you told me. Actually, no, hold on. We'll see if anyone in the stream chat knows, and if not, we'll tell you why Fanta. And I get the feeling Mikolai knows, but we'll see if anyone can.
If no one says, can I say?
If no one says, you can say, and then Darren will probably pitch in and say you were wrong or whatever because he's one of these German encyclopedias.
I'm gonna lower us to 13 meters, Captain.
13's fine. Can you check on the attack periscope roughly where that convoy is and if we're making any progress on it? Actually, I'm the captain. I can do what I want.
Jack, during 025 degrees, we have a Flower-class Corvette.
Alright, that's too deep for me. That's fine. Alright, keep an eye on that Flower-class Corvette because he's going to be an issue. Bring us to half speed, please.
He is
Half speed,
steaming.
Captain.
And I need you to really stay on the ball with the dive plane. We cannot surface or we're dead.
Yes, sir.
His heading. He is still on. He is making slow nods on. He try and run them.
There's audio feed between 195 and 285.
What is our current bearing?
Current bearing is 242.
242. Got it.
Like I said, we've got things between 195 and 285.
All right, keep on this heading.
So there's a lot in front of
Hold
us.
heading 242, Captain.
Yeah, just hold that.
Yeah,
Okay.
with our torpedo calculations on.
Maplers XD, thank you very much for the follow. You are clearly here for the professionalism that is not here.
Well,
Right.
I mean,
It's U44 professionalism not found.
404, everything got sunk. Mikolai, yeah, Mikolai's all over this. That is the short version. All right, yeah, I see that.
Isn't Fanta also orange drink too?
There's actually a good story. I can't remember the whole story. Darren was telling me, and I got bored halfway through. But I got the general gist of it. Oh my god! No way!
spotted destroyer trailing.
No.
convoy.
Check bearing 346.
Who's on my attack
Is that what I think that is?
Oh, Jack,
Not
probably.
getting any audio feedback from it.
It's a passenger liner.
ship.
It's a passenger liner.
Sink it.
Are you talking about prime target?
You found it.
No, don't.
Are civilians fair game?
Unrestricted submarine warfare.
Fair enough. Captain, what are your orders?
Keep heading.
Roger that. Keeping heading. We are at
Sure.
not 8.5 kiloamp hours.
There we go.
Holding
Jack,
depth.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure why I'm your
12.8.
radio man and your usual radio man.
Because I need you on the
is-
hydrophone. Hydrophone is a very important job, especially when we dive.
That's sonar thing.
Yeah, listening to the stuff. Because, yeah, we're full. Are we full now? Yeah, unfortunately we are, Fujiko. We are now full, 2 ships. Yeah, because basically especially if we start getting chased by enemy ships, like the destroyers, we need you to tell us...
From
They're firing on the other submarine. I just saw a shell fire from the from the flower.
Alright, keep us nice and low. Keep an eye on that flower class.
sonar thing coming from bearing 200 approximately, 200 to 210.
Alright, keep us heading on this bearing.
Roger that. We are holding at 13 meters exact.
Firm. What bearing did you say? 200?
Approx 200 to 210. Sonar ping coming from that direction.
Turn us to bearing 200, please.
Do you
Bearing
want us to
200.
engage flower?
We will be, but not yet. Let's get a bit closer. Yeah, war crimes intensifies, exactly. Oh.
It's not a war crime if you don't get caught.
Maybe between 190 to 210.
ABTR.
Repeat our last heading.
Bearing 200, correct?
Yeah, 200.
Roger that.
We don't have full frontal of them anyway.
Transport
visual
is a legitimate target. Alright, someone's obviously forgotten how to spell target, or they fell asleep at the machine. Because we
Someone
got,
had a seizure.
or at
Apparently
8:32 we
can't
just lost our friendly submarine. Maybe they got sunk.
The flower is speeding ahead.
Yeah, we
It does say
Captain, reporting. Bearing 200 has been achieved.
Keep it on that. Keep our depth at 1-3, please. Right. Do you have eyes on that flower class?
I have eyes on flower. She is steaming at least full ahead.
Now,
They've
are
got
we
one
heading?
speed.
Are we heading towards it, or is it heading towards them?
They're heading towards them. They do not seem to have visual on us.
Can I have a look through the scope, please?
All yours.
Thank you.
You want to give me firing data? Feel free.
I do not
I
know
have their
enough.
latest calculated already.
I do not know how fast they're going, so I couldn't tell you where to even begin.
Their max
What's-
speed is 16 knots. I'm assuming they're at full speed ahead.
All right. Right now they are coming into bearing 015 relative, but they are straight on.
Is that them talking to us?
yeah, destroyer pinging, and
Do you think you could hit it if you could do the calculations?
I'm gonna shoot from the hip basically, but I've got a rough idea. If you'd like me to try.
All right. I'll let you do what you need to do. If you can make the
So,
shot, do the
Sarge,
shot.
what I can remember is if you're trying to calculate distance, you want to do ticks, like how long it takes to cross a vertical tick. And if
Since
you're
a
trying to-
radian's off the bow or off the observation, I need to be able to. Okay, let's see. Bearing currently 005 degrees, crossing over that.
Get us to slow speed, please, Price.
Confirmed. Slow speed.
What's our?
What's up?
What is our current heading on the rudder?
200.
Or, sorry, 200 degrees. All right. Let's see if I
200.
can fix this in. Range. Jack, you want to man the attack periscope? Keep an eye on for me while I calculate this.
Coming up
Again,
now.
no promises. This is still my first time trying to get TPC.
All right, I'm on it.
Control officer, whatever we call it. Okay, just keep us moving near them. Don't let them fall too far to the port side. You want a single shot or a salvo? Just try and increase
Single
our chances.
shot.
Shots. All right. So hopefully it's seconds.
It's like Battleship. You get the hit, then you do the salvo.
Torpedoes launch about 1.5 meters just to be safe. They don't displace a lot. Them right at the water line, roughly. The attack periscope has the angle heading, so the angle tracking.
Oh, hold on, he's turning.
Did he notice us?
No, he's turning away from us. 6,
Maybe it's engaging them.
oh,
6.
I don't want to fire yet. Then maneuvering because there's not a good chance to hit. Permission to check the AP again.
They're about 1.4
okay,
kilometers
we have
out.
a second ping.
1.4 kilometers
Okay,
out.
we have a second ping, approximately 170, 180.
What's that
First
relative
ping's
to the
still
ship? What's that relative to the ship?
170, 180. Oh, you mean relative to bow?
Yep.
Approximately 330 to 340.
Yeah, that's the ship that we're currently looking at. They're steaming away, so let's ignore him
Yeah,
for
no,
now. But we are coming
Yeah,
up
that's the thing.
on the arse of the convoy. So can you turn us... Oh, don't turn us at all, actually. We're doing alright.
Hold heading.
Get us
Want me to
to
increase speed?
to great speed, please.
Great speed achieved.
Now, we do have a lot of ships out in front of us. And we are coming up behind them. So, basically, Sarge, if you think you can make the shots, feel free to use up to 4 torpedoes, but try and calculate each shot. But don't, if you don't...
navigation there.
Yeah, I mean, but if you don't want to use all 4, that's fine, but no more than 4.
Just trying to keep a visual on that core. That can be up very, very quickly. I
That's
still
okay.
have visual on 2 merchantmen. I no longer have visual on the flower.
Okay, just keep an eye on...
Go.
see if I can get a response from them. I think they've just done a crash dive. Hello. One thing I want to be able to do is close hatches, so if they flood, we can close them.
Oh yeah, we don't got that many portions of the ship yet to do that.
Oh, there's a hatch here.
Definitely going after U-307.
Well, let that thing go after U-307. It's not our responsibility.
U-307's job.
Assuming they're at the depth, they can still receive radio communications. Just radio man send incoming corvette.
Is there pings coming from that destroyer?
He's steaming towards their last estimated position. I can't hear anything.
If that ship turns
There's
around,
2 ships pinging.
if that ship turns around and starts heading back to them, we're gonna have to try and help them out. So just keep an eye on it.
Do you think they know they're being tracked by the flower, or do you think I should tell them real quick?
I've pinged a message on the thing. Let's try not to fire it through Twitch. That's kind of cheating. It kind of defeats the purpose. I sent a message through the radio and see if, but they didn't respond. So it's obviously they're deep.
Bearing, Jack, if you want to go up here, bearing 20 degrees. Well,
I'm going up now.
more like 8 degrees. Have a look. That the liner is maneuvering.
things are
He's going
sped
to
up.
starboard. He's giving us a
We can
broadside very
close.
soon.
Yeah, but we're still really far out.
Let's wait until
I
we're
know.
at least like just under a kilometer away. I
Yeah,
feel.
they're way out. Way
What do you know
out.
what the speed of these torpedoes is?
We're talking, if I'm guessing, about 45 knots, roughly. I'm not sure. I don't know drone torpedo statistics
The
very well.
pings... Oh,
Alright,
Oh.
all hands. Break for silent running.
What's that? Sorry. Just keep on our heading.
The
We're doing
thing-
all right.
Make sure the ballast tank in the back is closed. I just realized the
okay, we've lost the secondary ping, but we've got the initial one between 210 and 220 again.
Yeah.
Alright.
Turn us right 20 degrees, please.
To bearing 220. Roger.
Jack, might take a quick look real quick.
Hold on, I'm trying to do a rough idea of what we can possibly do. Because what I'm thinking is, if we can put the nose of our ship where they might be sending some of their ships, I'm thinking of sending like a salvo, a spread salvo. Maybe.
Bearing 220 has been achieved.
Yep, hold that please. Let's get actually a bit closer. We're still quite far out. Destroyer is not much interested at the moment. What's our battery charge at the moment?
7.5.
Roger. Keep me posted.
Will do.
Let me know if it goes below 5. Alright.
Roger.
Okay, do what you gotta do. Do your calculations. If you think you can hit one of those ships, then like I says, you feel free to take a shot, but let's try not to waste anything. We got some tonnage to sink today.
This may work easier if I can tell you how to calculate and we'll both work together on this one. If you stick to the attack periscope, remember, 1 centiradian, I should say, equals 1 meter.
It depends on the height of the ship and the distance as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up right now. You're currently dealing with the mast height, which is top mast, is 20 meters.
But which ship?
The flower running to target first, we can serve.
Oh, the one that's going after Goon's ship.
Yeah, the one that's looking to give them a really bad wank.
Yeah, the one that's like barely, probably 3 on full zoom.
Her max speed is 16 knots, which I've counted for. Her mast height
Second
is
ping
20.
has started again, once again bearing
That's fine.
310, 320 off helm.
I've got all of it. Most of the things I can figure out how to calculate for, I've calculated for. I just need to figure out the heading, the time to target. Also, if somebody could look up the speed of this torpedo for me, Really appreciate it.
That destroyer just did a lovely 360, and I think he's heading our way. Right, here's our options. We can keep going and potentially have to dive and surface and dive, or we hang a left and we try and full fucking broadside this destroyer.
I say we broadside that destroyer.
Alright, turn us to the left. Just keep turning us left, I'll tell you when to stop.
You're on the attack your periscope, Jack, so how many...
40 degrees total.
No, how many...
Bring us to half
the
speed as
marker?
well.
When you're at the periscope and you
Yep.
got it fixed on their mast, how many clicks are there from the bottom of the waves to the top of their mast?
4. Right, stop. Keep going forward.
Is that from the 1 point? Is that from the basic modification or the assumed?
Zoomed.
Into the real quick. Or
Stop
I'm not
turning.
seeing torpedo speed in the map.
Don't worry about torpedo speed. Alright. Because we can always chase the convoy down again. But while these escorts are still up, these are going to be the issue, and if they're trying to hunt goon, it's going to be an issue.
what's our depth?
You're right.
13 meters.
Check. Yeah,
Yep.
still at 13.
Let's get a bit closer.
I've been able to keep-
Turn us left 10 degrees.
Left 10 degrees.
A-firm.
Roger, Dodger. Left 10
That
degrees.
destroyer is on a search pattern. I think they may have an idea where they are. Give us great speed.
Roger that, Captain.
Even if we can
Left
distract
10.
them long enough so that they don't get
Left
blown
10
the
degrees.
hell up.
Great speed. Holding 13 meters.
Alright, we're going to attempt. We're going to attempt again to.
You're hunting or
Wow,
Captain,
already.
we are at 6.5 kiloamp hours.
Roger that. We now have a mast.
I was saying, do we have any other experienced torpedo men aboard boat?
Negative. We got a mast height of nearly 5 on zoom.
Mast height is 20 meters.
Yeah, so I've got it at almost 5 ticks.
5 clicks.
5 ticks on the thing. So, what's the mast height?
20 meters.
Is that 1.6 or am I reading that wrong? I still have no idea. It might be 1.6, I don't know. Right, keep this.
I think you might be
I'm probably looking at all wrong.
probably looking at what you're seeing on the stream. I think you might be reading. I think you might be reading it wrong.
Probably.
It looks more like 2.5, maybe 3.
Take whatever. Alright, so 20 meters divided by how many ticks do you have on your?
Right, I've got it down to almost 5 ticks.
So 4. Okay, well, don't stand by. Adjusting range.
Well, no, if I'm actually looking at this right, it's pretty much almost there.
You see how it says 10 on the scope, yeah?
Yeah. So it's 5,
No, you take whatever the height of the mast is. You divide
which
that
is
by
24.
divide by the target height. So whatever you have, 1 centiradian equals 1 meter. If you have 20, you get 5 ticks. That's 4 on my target scope, or on my calculations at least.
So if it's 20 meters, 5 ticks, it's 6.
If it's 20 meters high in mast, and you're reading that,
So it'll be 1,600 kilometers. Sorry, 1,600 meters. So Chucktown 79. Yeah, I was reading it wrong with the hectometers as well. But at the same time, this is not something that I normally do. This is what I think we had Magic do and was able to hit everything.
or at least Janelle one magic shot.
They're hunting goon. They're hunting goon.
I'm assuming that
They've stopped pinging, so
I can't see, so I need to know: is she currently in maneuvers, or is she?
She's going in like circles and all over the place.
no point firing just yet. Then but again, I can't see. I can't calculate. I don't know.
Yeah,
Captain, 6 kiloamp hours.
Roger. I'm afraid, my British destroyer friend, it is going to be the day you die. Schweinhund!
Was im Arschloch.
Do we all get Sturmgewehrs?
I wish.
I don't think the Sturmgewehr is good in this sub.
Yeah, they'll fit in the submarine. It's a Sturmgewehr. Everybody get Sturmgewehrs.
Question is, how many prisoners can we hold aboard before we sink?
37. And it depends how tightly you pack them. That's not bad.
Tie them all together and stick them up.
Apparently we have, parts of the sub we're not even using.
We only got 5 crewmen. Oh,
It looks as though the destroyer is heading back to the convoy.
We got a bearing.
Not yet. Trying to work out where the convoy is. Where did they disappear to? I just saw them like 30 seconds ago.
It's between
Ah, there they are.
about 240, 250 to 220, 220.
Turn us right 40 degrees.
Right, 40 degrees.
We're talking about 20 to 30
And
seconds.
once you're there, get us down to get us down to mid speed.
Half speed.
Bring ourselves back in line with the convoy a little bit. What the? I just came out of the scope and the game caught up and all I heard was bring.
We have to do the grand tip.
Yeah.
You've reached bearing 210.
Alright, get us back to great speed, sorry.
Great speed.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they added like a mechanic roll.
Yeah, that definitely wouldn't have given us away. I hope that they do add engine room, that you have the ability to do, like, if they do add engine rooms and they do add more spaces and they do add repairs, that you get to do stuff in the engine room. That would be cool.
Like maintenance.
Fires, leaks.
Yeah, run around with a fire extinguisher or a bucket. Or just close the hatch off and everyone that's in there is just like, sorry, there's nothing we can do.
Drowns.
Yeah. I'm really sorry, but we tried our best there.
Yeah, as long as we don't have, like a nuclear engine.
You alright there, Price? Price is
I
dying.
think I have like wet lung or something like
Yeah,
that.
we don't want to lose our
What's our estimated range target?
control upper.
Nope, wrong thing. About 2 kilometers.
Okay, so if we pop up, they're gonna spot us. Got it.
Oh yeah, they'll see us.
5.5 kiloamp hours.
May I check the attack periscope real quick?
Sure.
Here, Kitsune, man the dive planes. Just keep up to make sure we don't go above 13 meters.
Lights on so we can see what we're doing.
You seem to have had it knocked down to a science.
Oh dear. Oh god, my wrist! My wrist! How did I not notice this before? That's brilliant. Ugh. Snap.
Oh boy. He's turning towards us.
Is he?
Yep, take over the attack periscope.
No, he's not. He's turning left. That's his
He's
ass.
turning to starboard, right?
He's showing us his ass.
I just sent transmissions to the.
Yeah, clear periscope again. Let me double check.
All right. I'm
Yeah,
back.
that's his ass.
Thank you.
Is it a little bit below 13?
Still got no word from Goon's ship.
Yeah, I just sent a message to him
right. He's
asking
circling.
if Bravo was alive, but no dice.
Obviously still deep. So obviously that destroyer is...
Oh,
What's up?
hello, beautiful.
What's up?
Who wants to punch a fuel liner or fuel
Let's have a look.
transport?
Let's have a look.
Scope's on that bearing. Look at it. See that?
I see it.
Give me the bearing.
I don't think that's a fuel, but the bearing relative to ship is 016.
Are we on course, Captain?
Estimated range off the mast.
If you can find me that type of ship.
I'd have to look at it.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll get it. Don't worry. So I've got it as 3.
Battery.
What's your length? Or once you find out, let me know what the length is.
If
Really
I
drop us or slow ahead.
it's gonna be interesting. So 2 masts, funnel, and a deck. All right, 2 masts.
Either has the same
Funnel.
but use the 4 mast, not the app.
Heavy tanker type. That. Not quite. Not quite.
Captain, we are at half battery charge.
That's close, but not the cigar. Seems to have like a sloped deck. Maybe this one. Yes, there we go. Mast height is 34 meters. So 34 with a
Divide by your ticks. How many ticks
4.
high is she?
4 ticks high, 34 meters high mast.
34 would be 8.5.
I've got it at 3.4. 3.4 clicks. But then again, my math is terrible. What was that?
I said I can attempt a torpedo shot if you'd like.
Do it.
Is her angle up still 16 degrees?
10 degrees.
10 degrees.
0, 1, 0.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Torpedo away.
How long?
Time to target is 36 seconds. Clock is running.
36 seconds. I think your range might be out. There's a look at your thing.
Have a look.
There's no way it's going to take 36 seconds.
You never know. They are pretty far out. You were looking at the 6 times too. Oh, that could throw our calculations off. Shit.
Tell them to read off the 6 times chart, not the 1 times.
They're also moving
shit.
slow, relatively.
38 seconds passed.
Yeah,
Jack,
that's way off.
Set the calculations to the AP. You should be able to see the setting for.
It's on AP. Right, I need the range. And the range, what did I say the range was? Does anyone remember in the stream I said
You
it?
said 3.8 or something like that.
Was it 3.8? Or
We've got about
34?
4 on the mast.
3.4. Length of the ship is 133. What's the angle on bow?
Angle on bow currently is. What's our bearing?
Well, it doesn't matter if you're looking at it; it does it automatically anyway.
Oh, angle currently off the very bow of that ship is 005 degrees.
Right, just keep staring at it. Torpedo depth is fine. Yep. I have no idea what I'm doing. Apparently, this is going to. Right, reset you. Right. I honestly don't think this is right, but to hell with it.
What's the time for target?
2 minutes 23 seconds.
Roger.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
All right. Put the shot dead center of the ship. So of the ship that we're aiming at.
Directly at the smokestack. Yes.
Yep. Hit space.
I hit it. Did we get a launch?
Didn't hear it.
Negative.
Oh, because it's on 1. Try it now. All right.
There we go.
2 minutes 23. Right. Who thinks this one's going to hit? Keep an eye on it for me. Keep an eye on that ship.
I've got the timer going.
Yeah,
2
the
minutes
timer will be wrong. We have noticed the timers are way out. So just keep an eye on that ship and see what happens. And keep a listen for the pings as well. We need to make sure that.
Captain, we are at 4 kiloamp hours.
All right, drop us down to slow. Keep a lookout on that destroyer for me. If you know which ship it is that we're chasing down, just keep an eye on that destroyer.
The Corvette is still chasing still chasing U-307 if it's doing anything.
Let's have a look in the scope.
All yours.
We're gonna go for the destroyer. Turn us left, turn us left 30 degrees. We're going to hunt that destroyer for them because they can't do anything while that destroyer's circling over them. Who thinks we're going to get a hit? We've got 18 people watching. Who thinks we're going to get a hit?
I'll cross my fingers.
I don't think so. I mean, it was me that launched it. I couldn't launch a surprise
you gave me
party.
Calculations. I launched. We'll both take blame in case we miss, right?
I couldn't launch a surprise birthday party for myself, let alone.
That's dumb. Yeah, Capitan. I was a historian, not a mathematician.
I couldn't even launch a YouTube video correctly. I was supposed to launch one, was it yesterday, the day before? And
Not a submarine.
that would be a luck shot at that distance. Yeah, it would be. Like I actually set it so that it would automatically go live. Yes. Thank you very much, MMMK. It's always good for people to suddenly realize, hey, you actually stream? Yeah, great. I finally caught you. But yeah, I actually set a YouTube video to go live. It goes live at 12 midday.
Oh.
And it didn't because I forgot to put it on scheduled. I left it on private. So when I went to work and I wondering why I wasn't getting any views, is because it wasn't live.
I see. That passenger liner, probably a transport ship.
Yeah.
Would you like to set up for the torpedo run?
Nah, we're not going to waste any more at this distance. All right, we should be looking at getting something soon. So keep an eye on that ship we aimed at. Actually, no. Let me have a look because I've got the stream. So obviously we need to get something to look at. Right, I honestly don't think this is going to hit. This is probably going to fail miserably. Can you turn us left another 60 degrees, please?
Left 60 degrees.
Right, well, if you were going to get a hit, we would have got it already. But like I says, the timers are out, so...
Well, it's got a lot to learn after all.
Actually, stop. I have an idea. Turn us right 10 degrees. Actually, no. Stop. Stop there. Stop there. Okay. All right. Using the same calculations that we did. Actually, no. Nah, I don't really want to waste them. We are getting closer, but I want to wait a little bit longer. Especially since our batteries are running a bit low.
4 kiloamp hours.
Right. I get the sneaking suspicion that that was a colossal miss. That's fine. We're going to go after that destroyer. We're going to help Goon out. Turn us left 30 degrees, please.
Left 30 degrees.
We could surface and play a game of chick.
I really want to sink one of those passenger liners. That'd be so beautiful. Right, I think that's a miss. I'm going to turn that off. That destroyer knows something's there.
How do you dive more?
How do you dive more?
Right,
Yeah, we're
hold there.
at 12 instead of 13 right now.
Whoa! What
Whoa.
the? Holy hell! We hit something.
We get.
We hit it.
Immediately as that happened, the destroyer started pinging again.
We hit it. We hit it. Holy shit!
May I have a look? I want to see if I'm.
Oh my god! We hit it.
Yeah, no, we hit it.
What was the
alright.
bearing? What was the bearing?
Oh, it was on it. It was looking at it. Holy wait, was that the one I aimed at? Did I just do something? Did I do something right?
Yeah, it was. We
Right, get
nailed
off,
it.
get off. We're doing another hit. Get off that scope right now. Get the hell off that scope. Right. Thanks, Dancing Fool. Right, we are going to go for another one. We're going for that passenger liner.
I can man.
We have a second sonar contact about bearing 195.
195?
Off, yeah.
195 or
You want
25.
us to hold current heading?
25 degrees starboard at bearing 195. There's a second ping.
25 degrees off starboard. Nothing
Yeah.
to worry about yet.
That's good.
When your dive officer asks, how do we dive? Brilliant. Right, so we're going after this passenger ship because we have to. So it looks like we've got a mast. Right, okay, this is going to be fun. So this is a passenger type.
the best part, Jack, is probably like the one that actually hit it just ran out of juice.
I honestly thought that wasn't what I was aiming at. It just magically hit. Right, why are you not showing me? There we go. So it looks like that one.
Jack, which one is sinking? It's not the passenger.
It's not the passenger liner. We're away to aim on that one now. Hold on, let me just double check we're not being followed yet. No, we're not. Good.
Range, length. Give me the stats. I need to know what I'm gonna aim.
I'm working on that. Give me 2 seconds. Right. So mast height looks to be 4 on that and 39. So 4.
How many stacks you say I have? 2, right?
I found it. Don't worry. So 4 kilometers. So 40 hectometers. So make sure that's set to 40.
40 degrees. Aye.
Keep the speed the same.
Speed is currently set at target speed 14 knots.
Right. Length of the ship is 165 meters.
165 meters set.
Alright, torpedo depth fine, target speed should be okay. Set me to salvo mode, please.
Alright, salvo mode. Which tubes do you want?
Set it to salvo, so in the middle one at the very bottom.
You want tubes 1 and 2, or what?
Yeah, but I need you to set it to salvo first. So put just tubes 1 and 2 and set to salvo. There we go.
You're at salvo.
Alright, okay. Let's do this. So, right on the center. Is that where you aimed when you aimed the one? Center of the ship?
Yes.
Okay, we got a red light, have we? Yes, we do.
No red light. It's
So why isn't it launching?
Should I send a message and see if Mode B is still alive? They might.
Give him a ring. Give him a ring.
Alright, just set it to single shot, please. Tube 1.
ready?
Yep.
Alright, stand by to launch torpedo.
It's not launching.
I'm on.
Get on the thing for me.
On the observation scope, or sorry,
Look.
deck scope.
Yep.
Bearing is
Well, for
26 degrees.
Because your range is wrong, completely wrong. Distance
No,
was
I'm gonna be AFK for a second.
4 kilometers, I think I said. I'm gonna have to recalculate this. Let me have it back on the attack. Just let me try and figure this one out.
Check it.
You know what would be really neat? An oxygen meter. We need oxygen meters.
Hopefully that's something that'll come.
Check.
Alright.
Did you modify?
No, hold on. Let me back on here for a second. I just need to try this. Right. Okay, and then salvo and 3 and 4. That'll do. Right. Okay. Center of the ship.
Another ship. Aye. We're looking.
Fire
right
away.
now.
Fire away.
Firing. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
There we go.
There we go.
Now they go.
All right. Keep an eye on it. See what happens. Right. Find the destroyer for us. I want you to give us a direct heading on that destroyer.
Heading road is. Oh, that's blinding. I don't. Not have a visual. Hang on. Stand by. Merchantman spotted. Full sweep the scope. I don't see I don't see it. I
Right.
don't see the
Hold on.
flower anywhere.
Let's have a look then.
Yet. I was looking to the left of that merchant, so go ahead and just scan.
Yeah, you're right. Where the hell did he go? Hey, what's the timer say on the TDC?
TDC says 3 minutes and I can't tell how many seconds.
Okay, 3 minutes at least. Okay. How long was it? How long was it after our time to target did it actually strike? Was it like another minute or so?
2 minutes plus anywhere from 45 to 60. Is that merchant maneuvering, or is he staying on course?
He seems to be staying on course, but he's getting quite far away now.
Well, he could surface and no,
Nah, not yet.
far out.
Oh, I see the destroyer. He's at 345 relative.
He's not paying any attention to us, is he?
No. What's our battery status at?
3.6.
Oof, Jesus.
So we're cutting it a little close there, Captain.
It's fine.
We may need to surface eventually, but for now we're all right. It's just getting a little bit on the toasty side.
I can't believe I hit that ship. Holy hell. That was a beautiful... I honestly think that wasn't the ship I aimed at. I think I hit the ship behind it. In all
Either
honesty.
way, but
Well, you hit something. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I hit something.
in the debrief, we'll check with Goon and see if it's actually if we hit it or if he hit it.
No, they can actually try sending them a message. See if we've got them yet back yet.
We have someone sent a message, but
Back at the fire. Send message. Did you launch torpedo? Stop.
End. B
Sorry,
boat
B-boat.
or report.
B-boat A report. Status.
Oh, just tell them that we're okay.
Alright.
1 kill. One kill.
it's actually good.
So it was us. We actually hit that.
Yeah. Well, considering the fact that that was the ship that I had in my, and the dancing fool even said nice shot to me, which means that it has to have been me that hit it.
We haven't got any of the merchant ships yet, though.
You've hit one merchant ship.
Message
It
sent.
didn't show any tonnage on the upstairs.
It did, it did. Hit Q, yeah, 5,298.
Oh, really? Mine gets 0 out of 3,000.
It's weird.
DRT?
Alright. I honestly don't think we're going to get a hit on this one. I think that was a lucky shot the first time round. I'll still take it as a lucky shot, but... yeah. Right, where's that flower class?
Jack, they send their congratulations.
Yay! Say thank you. Thank you very much. That was my first TDC controlled shot.
Are they B or we B?
We're A.
Okay. So yeah, they asked for status and yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think our torps are going to make contact. I think that was a lucky shot, so...
Captain, oh well. No, we have kept.
Alright, Captain, we are at 3.5 amp hour.
A-firm. Get us to dead slow. We're going to hang back a little bit so we can surface and recharge, and then we're going to steam in.
Jack, a friend of mine tells me using a calculator is cheating.
Nah, there'd be a calculator on deck, probably.
No kings. That direction.
Oh, thanks very much, Syria. Syria, that was...
All's fair in love and war, right?
Was that for the sinking, was it?
I think that's just for streaming.
Yeah, I don't think we hit that one. I don't think 2 lucky shots in a row was going to happen. Yeah, it's... yeah, I know I'm ticking. I had a shot out on a torpedo. Damn it. I was really hoping that time. Alright, I need you to find that warship for me. I need to make sure it's well out of range before we surface. Yeah, I think 5 minutes. I don't think that was a hit, so let's get that off. Alright, let's have a look at the status of the ship. I need you to stay on that attack scope and try and see if you can see that destroyer. Same with on the hydrophone. Let me know if you hear anything, because I got to quickly disappear and I shall be right back. So basically, actually all stop. No, wait, no, because we'll end up surfacing. Keep us at minimum speed, keep an eye on the battery, and keep an eye for that destroyer. If you hear anything, just make sure it's well out of the way, and then once I'm back, we're going to surface.
2 IC while you're away.
Okay, I'm back proper this time.
Roger that. We're just waiting on the captain to get back from his quarters.
Nothing on the scope in any direction. Fog obscuring everything. I have no mast, no smoke, nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Well, we're holding at 13 meters. Currently at a speed of... battery status is 3.5 kiloamps.
What's our speed? You said 1, 2. I think we've fallen behind the convoy.
Yeah,
Alright,
B is also asking where the
before
convoy is.
Was that what they're asking? Where is convoy
Yeah.
end? It should be toward 12 still?
0 degrees relative?
Yeah, so whatever our
We've
compass
got
heading is.
Absolutely nothing.
Current compass
What? Yeah,
heading
they're
is
out of range now. So
171.
tell them 170, but out of visual. Let them know we're going to surface to recharge and recomp.
Alright.
We get to surface, Captain.
Yeah, what we're going to do is we'll get the batteries charged, keep it slow speed, we'll charge the compressor, but we will not drain the tanks. Just in case that destroyer magically sees us.
Roger that.
Okay, so
Surfacing.
surface the boat.
Yeah.
I want one person topside. Kitsune, you're perfect for the...
topside.
Oh, okay, Sarge, you're perfect for the role too. And just keep your binos out. If you see anything, if you see splashes of shots coming in, I need to know because we're going to dive immediately. So it'll be a crash dive. Right, get the diesels on, please. Get those batteries
Yes,
charged.
Captain.
Bro, sir.
Anything up there?
We have breached.
See, we are professional here, sort of. You've got your flashlight out, by the way.
And UZOs, and I don't... Wait, me? Or, oh, yes, there we go. There is... I don't see a damn thing.
I don't see a damn thing either. That's fine.
I mean, it's better than getting
Give
shot.
us all ahead full.
All ahead.
Full tilt,
Captain.
please. Yep.
We assume they're probably off of our 270, right? Port bow.
Don't see anything.
Jack, tell the sun quit being so shiny.
I know, sun,
Just
go away.
slightly bits on the-
Okay.
because the water is currently...
This is
Alright,
the
let's
Atlantic.
get a bit of speed up while we're
Wave.
charging these. Let's drain the tanks as well. Let's get some speed going. Sarge, I need you to really keep an eye out for that destroyer. As soon as you see that thing, we need to dive. Whoa! Make sure they're closed. Close it, close it, close it.
Oh, believe me, don't
Leave them
worry.
closed.
Let's see that. I'll tell you that.
Alright, let's get some rate of knots under our belts. We're going to be going at the speed of 1,000 gazelles.
Well, it's the speed of 1,000 angry mouse super heavies. Got it.
Speed of 1,000 gazelles, the term of phrase used by my, when I was at basic training for running really, really fast.
Motivation I have to not join the infantry.
There's a message coming through. It's going to take a second for that to come through.
I don't know how they managed so quickly. There is nothing around us at all.
They were,
We had
well, to be fair, we blew up
last-
one of their ships, so they probably decided time to not be here.
5.
Wait.
Okay, they've got hydro
Jack, check the
contact.
map. I think we managed to turn around. Or are they bearing on the 180?
No, we're heading south.
Yeah, we're heading south on Alpha Foxtrot 5149. That's our grid sector.
We're doing okay.
Alright. Air tanks are charged.
Alright, if they're charged, get the compressor off. How are the batteries looking?
Batteries are at
Right, so
75%.
Cool.
For now, Jack, I'm going to reset the torpedo computer to follow off of the UZO. Yeah, the UZOs.
Yeah. Make sure that's turned off of salvo as
I
well.
see a ship.
Where?
oh,
Seen. See the convoy. Get us down to slow speed, please.
Roger that. Slow speed.
So I need those batteries charged before we do anything here.
Yeah, you can see it with normal sight now.
Yeah.
do we
What
have
bearing?
confirmed visual?
Direct 12.
Yes. It's
Right. Can everyone get below deck, please? Because
going down.
once we're fully
We have 2
charged.
ships now.
Yeah. Once we're.
Batteries are fully charged.
All right. Start descent.
3 ships now.
Open front and rear tanks. Switch to electrics.
Closing the hatch.
Slow speed ahead.
Just don't worry about the negative. Just gradually bring us down to periscope depth, please.
Copy that. Gradual decline.
Okay, and give us all ahead full speed, please.
Full speed.
I have eyes on the attack
They have
periscope.
visual now.
Merchant liner is bearing 0 degree.
Hold on, come back up. Make sure those tanks front and rear are closed once they're full, please. All right, let's have a look at the attack periscope. How many have you got left? Ah, I've got 8. So we've got 2 full salvos left. Right, let's have a look at that attack periscope so I can see what we're dealing with.
Yep, have a look.
Thank you. So there's that, there's that.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, try and keep your attack periscope as low as you can.
Yeah, normally I would, but just don't see anything else.
Yeah, no, but I still want to make sure.
Keep in mind, if the British spot a random coal sticking out of the ocean, they're going to get suspicious.
Exactly, yeah. Right, well I don't see the destroyer, but once we're underwater, which we're still not, are the tanks full yet?
About to close the back.
Okay.
I'd offer to help with the plane's control, but I'm a little bit occupied just trying to not screw up here.
No, we've got full deflection on the plane. We're just trying to break the surface tension.
Okay, once you break it, we'll go under, it'll be fine.
You gotta plug the tank.
Yeah, we're starting to go under, the deck's disappeared.
Did you fill the, did you vent, or whatever the term is, did you make sure that the negative ballast tank is full?
It's empty.
Yeah, we want to keep that
Air or
empty.
water?
Air, it's empty. It's empty. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Right. Once we're at 13, keep it full tilt. I want you to keep us slightly ahead of the passenger liner. That's what we're going for. That is our target. Troops heading for. Well, I feel kind of bad saying that. We're going for the passenger liner. It's empty. It's an empty ship. It's finished. It's run.
It may not be empty. It may have troops aboard.
Nope,
after all.
it's empty. It's just finished. It's run. It's now going back to America. It's empty.
This is how we're justifying our Geneva
Yeah. So what we'll do is, if you can stay on the attack periscope while maintaining eyes for that warship, keep us on a compass heading of the sort of just in front of that ship. So we're constantly like heading towards it, but just in front of it.
Their current bearing is 006 degrees. We probably want to take a bearing relative on ship to 350
Yeah.
degrees.
Just you keep pricing the no, so we're heading towards it.
Alright, what bearing do you want?
Probably set bearing 350 degrees. Port.
350 port.
Bearing we have visual for. Okay. Whoa, what the? Lol.
Jack, you can probably safely pop the observation periscope too.
Bring us to 12 meters, please, Price.
They're in mist. I'm just barely able to make them out. They're gonna fade soon.
Holding bearing 164 as I bring to 12 meters.
Yep. Okay. Red October standing by.
So Sarge, just to clarify, you wanted bearing 1.
From our previous bearing, I want relative to ship, not to compass, 350 degrees.
Relative to ship 350.
If it's a troop ship of an enemy nation, it's not a war crime. No need to justify. True.
You know what? I'll tell you what.
Just turn us right 10 degrees.
No, not right. Left. Port.
Actually, just stay on this. Actually, no.
0 degrees.
This heading actually works. Just stay on this heading. This heading works.
Audio contact between 165 and 195, by the way. And singular contact approximately 146, 147.
Can you give
if
that?
we go to starboard, you're turning away from the convoy. They are currently proceeding port off of our bow. We need to turn to port to chase them.
That's fine. If we come up behind them, we can get into their wake, and they actually won't know we're there.
Yes, but the longer we go perpendicular to them, we're going to be out of range of them. So if they come hard to port, about 20 degrees now, we can pull into line.
We're actually going alongside them already.
I'm looking to the scope. We're not.
Well, that what you're looking at, which is about 147 or so, that's a single contact.
Yeah, now we're actually going away from them.
There's one, maybe two ships in that direction.
That's why I said stay on the contact we were at.
I said contacts between 165 through 195.
Yeah.
Let's see, I'm having a very
Right,
hard
so
time.
just go straight. Just go straight. Okay, don't worry about it. Just keep going.
Holding current heading.
Yeah, this is good.
Right. Okay. What's our full tilt? Okay, keep an eye on those batteries, please.
Still have visual on that.
80%. Okay.
Adjust the depth. I'm turning to 13 meters.
Relative to ship, the merchantman is at 25 degrees.
Liam Cunningham, actually, hold on. I'll let you know how much this. No, that's not what I wanted. I'll let you actually know how much RAM I am currently using to play this game. It is using just a little over 2 gig of RAM. So take with that what you will, but you probably could run it. Right, we're going to do something rather ballsy. Because of the rate that we're actually catching this ship, and we're not. And at the same time, we're losing battery power like it's no man's business.
You're gonna surface.
We're going to surface, but we're not going to go out the catch. We're just going to surface. Diesel engines on, full charge,
My ram's
full
at
tilt.
3.4.
But I need you to really keep a lookout for that destroyer. You're our only
here we go.
early warning.
Surfacing.
I
Do
have
it.
my eyes on. Don't worry. I'm waiting to blow the hatch open.
Don't worry about
Just
draining the
water on.
tanks, because I need the ability to dive at the moment's notice.
All right,
we're
we should be above
surfacing.
water.
Right.
Popping the hatch.
Diesel.
I'm going up top.
Just don't stay away. Don't go too far from the hatch, because as soon as I say dive, we're diving.
I have. Wait, hang on. Okay, graphical bug. I have 3 smokes. Sorry, 4 smokes on the horizon. We have. Damn it! Why can't I get? 1 merchantman, 2 merchantmen, 3 merchantmen off of. Directly off the bow. 1
Okay,
center,
we're getting some
1 to the
speed.
port, 1 to starboard.
We ain't hanging
Full
around
ahead.
here. We're not hanging around.
Charging batteries.
For the tanks anyway.
Yep, fuck it. We're going full speed.
Jack, you want to join me up topside?
It's okay. I'm going to use a periscope. Right, Price, Kitsune. I need Price. When I tell you to, I need you to blow that front tank. Okay?
Blow the front tank.
When I tell you to, because this is going to be ridiculously quick.
So you want me to empty it?
Not yet.
Can I only blow one? I
No,
have
no,
to blow
sorry.
both.
Close that. Close that.
Well, I'm waiting for the other one.
Close it. There we go. No, I mean the ballast tanks. When I say so, when we have to dive, I need you on the front one, and I want Kitsune at the back one. So just in case we have to blow it, we can be immediate.
All right, we're tanks are closed.
Are we at full
water's
speed?
empty.
Yeah, we're good.
We're
Okay.
full speed. I'm gonna give us negative dive plane
4.
so that
We've already
I
got
can
it.
just-
Jack, we have 6 merchantmen visible now.
Okay.
Come up topside,
I'm
please.
coming. I'm coming.
Take a look.
See,
Directly
we're
off
just
the bow.
throwing caution to the wind here.
Look at this smorgasbord.
Oh damn.
You see what I'm seeing?
Yeah, I see it. Just keep a lookout for that destroyer. It was somewhere over to the left.
I don't see any smoke.
I
Wait.
see him. I see
No.
him.
U-307s, they've surfaced as well. They're on the surface.
Oh, good. They'll get spotted by the destroyer first. 'Cause I just seen the destroyer.
Location.
I don't know. I
See
only
him?
just caught it through the fog.
I don't see the DD.
About 11 o'clock to our bow.
I'm still not. Hang on. Let me see. I'm going off. Where is that? Did they submerge again?
Yep, because they've just seen the destroyer.
I see a merchantman. 1 more merchantman. I'm going for.
All right, fill
Passenger
front and rear tanks, but don't dive yet. Just fill front and rear tanks, please. Keep bow planes level.
If you want, Jack, I'll call out when I see the destroyer closing within dangerous range. If you want to get down below.
It's
I
okay.
don't see any warships yet.
It's all right. I see him. He's over there.
filling front and back tanks.
Still not
He
seeing
is.
the
I
back.
see him. He's right there. Everyone on the stream can see he's there. He's right there. What
Are you looking at him? Look at him and I'll follow your direction.
He is there. Right there. Actually, I'll put the UZO on it.
Okay, you put the UZ on it and I'll take a look.
This is where I can't see it on the UZO. Yeah, I can't see it on the UZO, but I can see it on my binos.
I see him now, never mind. I barely see him, but I see him. He's well ahead of all of us.
I actually can't see it on the UZO. Like
I
at
see him
all.
on the binocs, but he's barely a profile.
Although there he
He's
is.
by the fog.
Yeah, he's way out there. Well, I'm going to take control of the helm here slightly, Price, just to take your job slightly.
But yes, the convoy is now making full speed away from us, so we need to get
Oh yeah,
catch up.
that's what I'm saying. That's why we're surfaced. But we need to really keep an eye out.
I'll watch him, don't worry. Now that I know where he's at, I can keep an eye on.
Right, our tanks filled?
Yes, they're full.
Tanks are filled.
Cool.
I know from this distance, I can't tell if he's bow on or stern on.
I think he's stern. I
assuming
think he's
bow.
stern on actually,
Yeah.
because he's not catching us that quickly. Right. Do you think ballsy move number 2 is a good one?
Define
Let's
ballsy
do
maneuver number 2.
Drain the tanks again. Empty them.
Yep.
But I need
Keep
you
running.
ready to dump it. Get the compressor on so the tanks are fully charged as well.
No.
I'm keen for that. If we can close within range and cause all hell with the deck gun and torpedoes, then we can
Oh, we won't get that. We won't get in deck gun range.
Well, you know, never say never.
As soon as we fire that deck gun, everyone's going to know we're here. I want that passenger liner.
Jack wants to kill. You know what? This is why I love sailing out. War crimes are fun, people.
Alright. Just keep a lookout, I'm coming down.
Yep, I'm watching out.
Going to attempt to engage troop ship.
A-firm. Alright, how are we looking?
I think I've lost visual on the destroyer. I think it's...
Oh wow, so we're like, we're getting close to these guys.
Yeah, we are.
We're close, and the destroyer might be either chasing or running away from U-307.
No, I think they're on their protective pattern.
Negative. Clear channel. Destroyer's coming about. It's looking like, for now, it's going after U-307 based on last known coordinates. It is broadside off our port bow.
Hold on, I'm coming up. I'm coming up.
30 degrees. 330.
Just keep it.
Just stand by. I'll orient the UV towards it.
Are the batteries fully charged, Price?
Yes, batteries are fully charged.
Right.
Is there actually a
I don't
destroyer
see
going
it.
after
Oh no.
U-7?
You see him?
Negative.
Okay, stand where I'm at right here. Get off the
Oh yeah, I
UV
see him. I see him.
out here.
Yeah, he has.
Okay.
He's turned.
Now, the question is, are we going to steam towards us?
Should I tell him?
I don't know.
I think they probably know, but it wouldn't hurt to say U-307, enemy DD engaging you. Stop.
I don't think they are. I think they're coming after us. I think they're circling to come for us.
No, because they're not coming hard about to port. They're still horizontal, sorry, parallel to us.
We're getting mighty close to these steamships.
That we are.
Last thing they said they were going to take the troops.
Why are you so hungry for the passenger? It's because it's the first time we've seen it in this game, and I want to sink
Okay,
it.
so wait. So I have the periscope at
Jack, I'm setting the torpedoes
at the water line. It's
That's
1 center radian high, 2 smokestacks, and we're at pace. And I think how do you tell angle off bow?
guys, dive, full dive, crash dive, crash dive.
Crash dive, opening tanks.
Get in, Jack.
Okay, they already knew about the destroyer tracking.
Yeah, it's now shooting. It's shooting at us. It's shooting at us. Crash dive,
Crash diving.
crash dive. Oh, the electrics. Right, I need sonar standing by. I want them on that.
Yep.
Put it at 315. I want you to bring us right down to crush depth. They are charging right for us.
Jack,
They know we're here.
torpedo shot before we do.
Crush depth.
Do it if you can.
Negative.
I have range on the target, I believe.
Well, do it then, because we're way to go under. All right, that's it. Forget about it. Let's go.
Go, go!
Full dive. Full dive. Full dive.
Tanks are full.
I hear a torpedo.
Yeah, that's fine. That's because we sent them.
What depth do you want us to? Full 150?
200.
Periscope away.
200.
200. Like I said, it's not a stream unless we go to 200.
Alright, I'm gonna empty the negative now.
Why are we having flooding in the low?
What was that?
We have no bilge.
Is this a graphical bug? We closed the top hatch. Why is the hatch below? What's going on here?
Oh, you're getting like a waterfall effect.
I hear the
Yeah,
water,
you
but
did.
yeah, there's no seeing it.
It'll go away.
What's the
We
bilge say?
have sonar ping approximately
Okay, the bilge
190.
is empty. Graphics. Why?
Oh, okay, doing the native, yeah.
Continuing crash dive.
Keep it going. Give us all ahead full speed crash dive.
We're stuck at like 50 meters right now.
Yeah, it's because we're just how it is.
I emptied out our negative tank
Yeah.
before we were too deep, so we've got plenty of air.
The only problem is we're now sinking slower.
Better we sink slower. We were at 60 meters. I pick up some
Hold
speed, but
Not that one. This one.
I can't see from the attack tower. What's our depth at the moment?
65 meters.
Now it's better.
Copy.
There we go. Now we're going down.
You know, I'm disappointed we can't close the hatch, the attack tower.
That would be nice. Right, keep listening for that pings.
Approximately 180 through 190.
Getting
One
closer.
single
Port
ping.
tank is closed. Aft tank is closed.
Yeah, just leave them closed. They're fine.
I'm just double checking, making sure. This graphical bug has me a bit.
We're fine.
We're heading at 100 meters.
Okay,
This is
no,
a-
bearing
this is a
190
perfect
on sonar contact.
Once we hit 150,
tank.
once we hit 150, empty the negative tank. Once we hit 150,
Sound off. I'll empty the tank. Aye.
but keep it a crash dive till we get to about 180 and then level off.
Roger, Dodgy.
Keep a listen for those pings.
160. Sound off. I don't think my torpedoes hit. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
We're hitting 130.
It's getting a little bit creaky.
Creaky or cheeky breaky?
Both.
Yes, that's pretty soon.
Standing by.
That's
Right, empty it.
130.
Empty the negative.
You're letting in water there, Sarge.
There's. Yeah, I was trying to.
There you go.
It's going to take a little while. We're quite deep.
Oh, water's dripping from the
Our
ceiling.
bilge is still at 0.
That's fine.
Which is good.
Be advised, second sonar contact approximately
70.
40 to 60.
Roger. Level us out.
You may want to level up.
40, bearing 40,
Leveling
second
out.
sonar contact.
To 180.
Meters.
That is creaking like it's no one's business.
Yeah, we're still
Oh, we're
diving.
still sinking.
Easy, just up on the bow planes and stern planes.
That's fine. Oh. Right, level us out. Level us out.
Death meter is stopped.
I heard an explosion.
Second
I heard-
sonar contact
I heard an
is
explosion.
directly above us at the moment.
Did anyone
I
else?
think we hit something.
Was that an explosion?
That's
Yeah, I think we hit something.
Can you check our 12 o'clock? Do you hear anything?
12?
Yeah.
Our bilge is
There is
trying-
something loud at 12, yes.
Do you hear anything that sounds like creaking, crunching metal, explosions, that kind of stuff?
Slow speed.
No. Honestly, I think if there was an explosion, it would have been something trying to depth charge us, because there is a sonar
we heard it.
contact that was practically
you would have
above
heard
us. It's currently at 310. About 30 seconds ago, it was at...
Alright, lock it
Yeah,
off.
they're back. They're
Negative tank is empty.
protecting us.
Alright, keep us going down price, but very slightly. Don't go any deeper than 200.
Bilge.
That's fine, don't worry about the village.
Roger. Full speed ahead.
Keep us as is.
Yeah,
Keep us
sonar
as is.
contact are actually on
Slow
6
speed.
o'clock.
Keeping slow speed.
Hey Jack, want to see something funny?
What?
Look at me.
Mhm.
You see me?
Yeah?
Now you know.
Oh, did you do that glitch where if you look, if you can actually get the
Yep.
thing go into it? Yeah.
Oh, great. We got a creaky.
Yeah, we're creeping by 190.
Right, level us out.
I'm gonna check the bilge.
Yeah, keep us nice and level until we got a hit. That was an explosion.
Yeah.
We hit it!
Congratulations.
I nailed the bugger!
Oh, congratulations. I think we are best
I'm a new role,
best
I
sub
loved
crew. Best sub crew, I believe.
Best amateur sub crew.
Yep, best
I
amateur
don't know
sub
what
crew.
I'm doing, but it works.
Yeah, we're doing good. Wait, what did you aim at?
We
I
still
ain't-
have sonar contact.
Remember that
330.
passenger liner you were so set on killing?
Did you kill it?
I think we killed
Oh
the
god, I
passenger
think we
liner.
might. We'll find out when we get surface. We'll find
Look at
out.
the
That
tonnage.
guy's enemy merchant. They were carrying supplies.
Jack, check the tonnage. We jumped from 5,000 to 14,000.
Check the tonnage.
Hold down Q.
14,528.
Yeah, we're about
That wasn't
halfway.
it. That wasn't it.
Oh, well, we sunk.
You hit something else. You hit something else.
They could have still been carrying supplies.
Again, yeah, it could be troops
Oh,
or
that
material
is
or something.
creaking.
Yeah, we're about 195 or something.
Another explosion.
That wasn't a depth charge, though. Depth charge is coming right.
Oh, you-
That's not a hit.
Either we sunk something or three.
Holy shit! What the hell? Was that your
I
torps or
don't-
theirs?
I don't know. I mean, I fired two. It was a salvo, so I might have hit something.
Price, give us some positive plane, please. We
Yeah,
are.
we're creeping
We're
by
creeping
200.
down.
We could probably go up to periscope depth now and double check.
Right. Do one last sweep of the sonar contact. We still being pinged.
Not that I can tell. The target that was direct to 6 seems to be breaking off.
Right. Listen. Do a 360
They're
spin.
currently
Do a slow 360 spin. Listen out for any pings. If there's no pings, we're going to we're going to periscope.
There's currently no pings.
At all?
There were two pings before. There's 190, and the second one's basically right on top of us and to our rear.
So we're getting no more
That one's
pings.
broken off and
Yeah,
down.
hold up. Well,
Yeah.
So there's no pings at all.
There's no pings.
Right, Roger.
what do you think should...
Give us all ahead, half speed, positive dive planes, don't blow the tanks.
Sinking target is
speed,
bearing 150,
positive
though.
plane.
So that's fun.
This is where we crash into the ship that Sarge just basically sunk.
Yeah, former sonar contact is approximately bearing 40, so about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock or so.
Okay.
You know, if it turns out we sank those ships, I'm gonna have to go buy a bottle of schnapps to celebrate.
I think that's for every tonnage, every ton sunk of the tonnage. I think that should be subscribers on YouTube, or bits, or t-shirts.
With
I don't know.
2/3 of the tonnage.
All right, Captain. I've got some good news and some bad news.
We're not moving.
We're hardly moving.
We're barely moving. All right, drain off just a little bit of the ballast, just a little bit, just about. Bring us to 73 because it's going to take a lot of compressed air. So just bring us to 73 and then stop. Oh God!
Staring at
Oh
you
God!
right now.
The eyes! Right, stop! Close it! Keep it at 500.
Yeah,
Don't do
we're
anything on
at
that.
crash.
Jack, you were getting off a closer coordinate there. I mean, I don't know what goes on submarines on long
That was
deployments, but-
scary. I was inside your eyes. I could see what you could see. I could see your eyes blink.
I could see what
Oh.
you could see.
Sonar pings again.
Bring us to slow speed. Keep planes level.
Yeah, we also want to shoot our friends.
Yeah. Yeah. This is where all of a sudden, like, these creatures start
Sonar
appearing.
contact bearing 220.
Is it just noise or pings?
Pings.
220.
Permission to take a listen.
Yeah, Sarge, get on there. Have a listen.
Here, source, stand by. Let me take over.
The ass section is creaking.
Pings! We have ping!
Dead
Yeah,
slow.
pings.
Dead slow.
Yeah, we've gained a good a portion
Every
of
5
the
second interval. Quiet, quiet. Double screw. Jack, that's slow.
All stop. All stop.
Rig boat for silent running. What's our bearing?
Our bearing is 1.
Ooh, thanks, MM&K. Thanks for the 20 there. For schnapps. 20 schnapps.
Give us 20 degrees port rudder.
20 degrees port.
Fleet communication. U-boat 96 is a crew of goddamn mad lads. Yeah, we are. See, this is why you all need to tune on Sunday. You're going to see some... You're going to see something. Well,
We're about to
actually,
hit 150.
it's okay if we're still
Two
rising,
pings.
don't worry.
2 pings. Neutral on the rudder.
Neutral on rudder.
Planes officer, hold depth.
Right,
Holding
we've
up.
got no speed, so let's just sit steady. Are they still coming towards us?
Shh. Stand.
We're still rising.
Don't worry about it.
Yes.
Stop creaking! Shh! 96,
Angrily
seriously.
creaking.
Our bilge is at like 0.5.
That's fine. U-96, just calm down, just shh.
The boat is frustrated, Jack. In
the-
what action?
The boat, I know,
Demands
the
it.
boat is frustrated.
We have hit blood. There's nothing
We're all
blood.
frustrated.
Jack,
Yeah?
take us down 200 meters.
Dive, crash dive.
No, don't crash.
Sorry,
Slowly.
just dive. I'll have to fill the front and rear tanks again.
The mouse farts, you strangle him.
Open front
Yeah, we're
tanks.
half the compressor.
Thanks.
Slow speed.
All ahead dead slow. We're going to need it to go down.
Okay.
What, are they still coming after us?
No.
I'm experiencing ear root, so I'm assuming yeah.
Oh god. Uh-oh. Whoa.
That's a graphical glitch if I've ever seen.
I am tweaking out over here.
Did you do? Yeah, I think we did it at the same time, didn't we?
Fuck's sake.
Things.
That's what's happening. Oh, okay, I'm free.
Whoa, that was
Two of
scary.
you merged together to do that.
Yeah.
And it
Let's-
took you like 3 times longer than
Let's
normal.
not do
Gentlemen, I
that.
think,
What is it?
gentlemen, we have drawn their attention.
All stop.
Negative. Do not all stop, but keep maneuvering, but just very, very slowly.
Let's have a listen.
You want me to fill the
Everyone's
negative?
clearing, Jack. Do you hear it?
Jack. Fill the negative so we get to 200.
No.
I wouldn't fill them, no.
I'm gonna say no.
They're getting closer. Turn us right 20 degrees.
Aye, aye.
You're turning us.
That could be a clip of us just jerking in place.
What's our current depth, planes officer?
150. Come on, Goon, you need to get that 10,000 tonnage. We're not doing all the work here.
Jack, can you vent a little bit of air out of the tanks with some neutral, some negative buoyancy? Not much, just a little bit.
I'll let in a little bit of water.
They want us to pull in.
Just
And the plane. No.
there's a message here. Fleetcom, should you do a surface attack against the convoy escort during the day, the crew of the U-96 will be sent to the front lines of Poland.
Or at least whoever survives.
I mean, it's a good thing we're not exactly planning on that.
I mean, you've all heard
Are
the joke
we?
about the Polish Navy, haven't you?
Crazy bastards.
What's
Stop.
the difference between the old Polish Navy and the new Polish Navy, guys?
Yeah, we're
What?
thinking again.
See, the new Polish Navy put glass bottoms in the bottom of their hull so they could see the old Polish Navy.
Seems good.
Apologies to any Polacks that might be watching.
This ship is creaking like it's no one's business. Why are we still turning?
Boat.
Jeez, I have to go. Straighten out the rudder.
We've got full rudder. What was the bearing of
70
the...
meters.
Take us to 180.
All sonar contact. All
180?
contacts on sonar were
Yeah.
bearing 050 through 070 degrees.
Yeah, put us on 180.
Roger that.
I think we're running parallel to them now, unless they're closing in.
135.
That's fine.
There's something dead ahead.
There's always something dead ahead.
We sank almost 20,000 tons out of the 30,000 tons required for this mission.
Yeah, we're almost home, boys.
I'm hitting the plane. 0 meters. Do we have neutral buoyancy?
No, we have negative buoyancy.
Give us neutral buoyancy.
Alright, from now on we will not be using any more compressed air to do anything unless we have to surface. We don't have the resources.
What's our CO2 reserves?
I think we've got about 470.
What's the bilge rating?
Probably near 1.
Almost at 1, yeah.
That's fine, don't worry about the bilge just yet. If we're keeping level, don't worry too much about it.
Hydro, you got
Hydro, how we looking?
This is about correct. Everything seems to be in front of us.
We getting any pings from anywhere?
No sonar pings, no.
I check real quick.
Yeah? Alright. Very, very slowly, just give us positive.
The rudder's tiny.
Just give us full
Tiny
positive
bit on the right.
climb.
Giving full positive.
Are we emptying all the tanks and things like that? Yeah, we're okay, right, fine. Just very slowly. We're in no rush right now. If you hold left click while ascending the ladder, you levitate. Yeah, I did hear about that. Whee! But apparently it's actually if you phase up. Stop creaking!
Like I keep saying, Jack, the boat is angry.
Oh, we're going down.
Burn,
Look
Jack.
at this. Look on the water now.
We're at 200.
Bring us up.
Oh no.
Dive planes are at full deflection.
Oh
We need to blast off some of the.
I'm doing
We
it.
have to do.
Not that one yet. Bilge first. That eats everything if you do it.
Oh, quiet.
This ain't good. This ain't good.
Alright, we're rising slowly. Barely.
Oh god.
201.
I have sonar. No sonar ping. But I have sonar screw contact. They're at 342 degrees.
So you got audio
Off the bow.
contact.
I think double screw, but the audio quality is too low to guarantee. Let me tweak the settings.
If you filter through the high and low pass, you should be able to tidy it out.
That's what I'm working on, yeah.
Keep in mind when I'm on the hydrophone, I say sonar contact if it's pinging. Whereas audio contact if it's
Alright.
just making noise.
All I've got's audio. There's no sonar. If we keep quiet, we could probably start
We
rising in
hit
depth.
200 again.
Yeah, that's why I just give us positive buoyancy, so it should start going up. How's our bilge? Stay down.
They are off
Yeah,
our bow.
we're both 200 now. I mean, we're below 200.
Alright, Price, bring us climbing nice and slow. I want to be back to
195-ish.
13 meters periscope depth, please.
Continue rate of
Just
climb.
nice and slow. Well, by that I mean go full tilt, but it's going to be slow, so...
Yeah, it'll just take us
The-
how long?
The quicker we climb up, the less bilge, and because we're down to just over 300 kilograms of compressed air, which is not good.
The gain is at 5. I'm just barely hearing.
Alright, give us slow speed, please.
It takes going almost 0 on the high pass to hear anything.
Speed.
Roger.
And even then, it's really just. I can't tell you a screw number. I can't tell you a screw speed.
Oh god, your eyes, Price. Oh god. Did anyone else see that, or was it just me?
Are they the eyes of a man who's seen too much?
No, it's the eyes of the man who was drinking bleach 30 seconds ago.
Alright, Sorth, Sorth, you're clear to resume your station. I kinda wish I could just take this bunk and take a nap.
Seriously, that needs to be an option. Take a nap. You can do it in Star Citizen, you should be able to do it in this.
Take a nap, play cards, drink schnapps. It'd be funny to see the entire crew staggering around the deck. Like, your vision is completely beer goggled.
Yeah.
Trying duties, but your character's so...
Oh
You're
god,
not sure what
Sarge,
you're doing.
your character is like on one leg and sliding around. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's a glitch I've seen a couple
Right, we've
times.
hit
I think
170.
once it was yours, actually.
On the plus side, our little leakage graphical glitch has stopped.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, one thing
I
I would
think
love
if-
to see, like, at the end, is the entire ship fully modelled out, but with all the positions that aren't manned by players. So keep the 5 that we've got, but don't add any more. But have the additional things like the engineers in the engine room, the torpedoes and that, done by AI that load everything in and fix and turn the engine and do things. I would love to see that end game. That would look amazing.
It would
So
be
from the-
really cool.
The best bits of Silent Hunter 5. Also, Jack, your captain's eyes... Hang on.
Hmm?
You had this really, like, alert look of, like, I think I shat my pants. Or so...
That would
Like,
explain
it really
things.
looks-
Hi, Captain. Are we clear for half speed?
We'll clear for half speed. What's our battery percentage?
7.5.
Okay, that's fine. Once we get to periscope depth, send a message out to boat B, the 307, and let them know that we're still alive.
We need
So
to replace
basically,
the trousers,
just-
but we are alive.
Yeah.
So you want me to just say I lived, bitch?
Just send.
Yeah.
Well, you won't be able to send it yet because we're still too deep. But
Yeah, I know that much. It says cannot send radio messages to all submarines.
why did you do the alarm? We already know what's going on. We were all here.
It was a misclick, actually.
How could you misclick? It's like.
I was trying to.
Oh god.
Nine light and alarm. They are somewhat close together. If you're rushing, you could probably misclick.
See, it just, he was a little alarmed, okay? Oh. They just lost a crew member.
He might rejoin.
They lost the radio man. Oh no! No,
Well, I can't think your radio
Thing is, though, are they actually? I'm actually curious, and again, I want to find out via the the Telegraph, what they're doing. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, there were a few fluky shots.
First half, they've just been screaming like, ah!
Why are we playing
we
this?
didn't have confirmation that they had a brown.
Why is the rum always gone?
For all we know, they've been running surface depth and just torpedoing.
Because the English keep stealing it, that's why.
Well, the thing is, we would have known because we would have seen. I mean, come on, that convoy was huge. You know, if they were actually doing what they normally do, they would still be hitting it.
What I wish they would do would be to, let you know who sunk what. I mean, I know it breaks immersion a little bit, but
What, you mean like if you hit tab and it has like tonnage sunk per ship?
no, like in parentheses, when it shows the tonnage going up, it says you whatever ship sank,
No,
and then insert.
I don't think that should happen. Maybe at the end, maybe when the game is finished, how you get the end screen saying that mission completed, a mission failed, or whatever.
Yeah.
There, fair enough, but here, no, there's no point in it. I mean, to be honest with you, we wouldn't have even known we sunk those in reality. We'd still be down here going, what were them explosions?
Well, the Hydra would know, but yeah, you're right. I think it's just my inner OCD coming out.
It's 100 meters.
The second one I could confirm on the Hydra, it was definitely something that sunk.
With anything that's not depth charges, with depth charges, you're going to hear splashes first, and then you're going to hear the explosion.
Yeah.
It's going to be more than one, not just one big boom. Everything we've heard so far, at least from what I've heard, has been, it's like you hear boom. Then I heard creaking that I don't think was us, so I think it was a ship sinking below the water line. Or sinking below the water and then compressing as it goes down to the bottom.
Our ship is still creaking, wow.
She's not a happy girl.
She's not.
Okay.
To be fair, the U-96 has had a rough week. You know, the game is now out for a week. And she has been abused.
Depth is 80 meters.
Roger that.
There's blood in the water now.
Like, we've had a great track. This entire week, we've sunk at least, almost 100,000.
We've done a fair amount of tonnage. Oh yeah, and by the way, for those that are watching, and you haven't been keeping track of some of the posts that the devs have been making in their Steam and various other places, they are adding coastlines in for campaign missions and things like that. I am actually really looking forward to campaign missions. I really do hope they're like either dynamic or from realistic accounts, or a bit of both. I would love like a dynamic campaign.
Do you know if they're going to be adding different submarine models, or is it just
No idea. Haven't seen any information about it.
I'd assume
But devs, if you are watching, I know one of you were at some point. I know you watch my streams and I know you watch my YouTube. And if you are, there's a question for you: is there more subs coming, please? I know you're only two men,
really
but
cool.
you are doing really well. You can take as long as you want. You're making a really good game. Keep going.
Yeah.
Considering coastlines, I have a preference for which sub. The USS Barb, please. You know why.
You know that, did you guys ever play Silent Hunter? Those old submarine
Probably.
games?
Can you fill the front and rear tanks, please? Just so that we stop sending too quickly, because once we get to 13, we're just going to go straight over. Not that one, Price.
Object contacts fill between 140 through 190.
I've got forward.
The thing is, though, I mean, look at the level of detail.
Are they
on
now
this
full?
one.
Yeah, they are.
Alright, get the back
I
one.
wouldn't expect many more subs because this level of detail they've attended to.
I mean,
I'd rather have a handful of subs with this level of quality.
well, the thing is,
you know,
what I would... I mean, I don't know a massive amount about German submarines. It's not something that I've sat down and researched. I could tell you if it was German, I could tell you if it was an American, and that's about as far as my sort of knowledge on the Second World War side of the naval side things go. But if they're not too different inside and out, it's just more of a case of one's got better engines or better AA guns, I honestly don't see why they would do different variations of the Type 7. But
there are, like, I think you had Type 7B and Type 7C. Type 7B and C were extensions of the hull length, if I'm not mistaken, for weapons capabilities and different torpedoes.
But like I say, even if this entire thing was just one submarine, I would be perfectly happy with that. I would say it was money well spent, and you know, that's it. I mean, congratulations, I'll be playing this a lot. I mean, heck, I am playing this a lot. It just needs more places to go. You know, so when these dynamic campaigns, these, you know, the dynamic campaigns, the... Just to clarify the previous message, the crew of the U-96 will be sent to the front lines of Poland as infantry, not submarine crew.
Yeah, oh lord.
But
Death
yeah.
is now approaching 30 meters.
Alright, roger that. Get ready to start leveling out so we get to 13. But yeah, there's a few things I'd love to see, but again, you know, I know there's only 2. Or at least I believe there's only 2, in case someone goes, hang on a minute, actually. But I believe there's only 2. Take as much time as you need, but I would love to see, like, a nice dynamic campaign, where it actually has, like, tracks your logs, it tracks what you've done, it tracks where you've been, and it tracks the life of your U-boat, and if you lose the U-boat, the campaign's over. Like, that's your single-use ship done. I would love to see that. That would be amazing. Like, so you actually have to try and keep your submarine alive.
Take a lot of crowdfunding. They've already rendered, you know, first-person movement and everything else in the subs. The only thing, well, not one of the... Some of you would make this even crazier with the possibility to board merchant ships.
Nah, that doesn't make any sense. We're not pirates.
Yeah, we're not.
But no, I mean, like I says, the stuff that's on the roadmap and the stuff that they mentioned, that would be perfect. That would be more than enough. But
it would take a ridiculous amount of effort, but it meant.
Well, the thing is, I mean,
in history were U-boat crews in enemy combatant vessels and boarding them.
The thing is, so far, the instant ramming instant death seems like it so far.
Yeah, I mean, basically, one thing that is coming soon.
Or do we have slight rudder?
Oh no, very, very slight. Can you bring us back to 180? But no, even like I'm looking forward to aircraft when they come in. That's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to that when we're just patrolling down the water and it's like, is that a plane up there?
Are carriers in yet? Or
I believe all the models are made. I just don't think they're implemented or not. I don't know. I mean, devs, if you could share, no, not really. I mean, if I find out, I'll let you know. But yeah, yes, Death is Destiny. That would be awesome. A dynamic campaign where you play out the entire war, need to resupply and refuel at port, and sail anywhere in the Atlantic. Yes, that would be cool.
Remember, everyone, if you're the helmsman, you can press W to straighten out the rudder.
Can you?
Like, yeah, you press W to set the rudder dead straight.
Huh, didn't know that.
Well, now you do. 44 campaign.
Alright, Sarge.
Shh.
Sarge, can you get on the attack periscope, please?
Aye.
We're nearly there, so let's get this. Let's find out what's going on. Alright, stand by on the sonar, on the audio contact. We want to start chasing these ships down.
Yeah, it's between 140 and 190.
Right, are we there? Almost there. Happy days.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean...
14...
Orders from Supreme Commander of the Kriegsmarine. All U-boat crews are hereby authorized to board merchant ships to seize all alcohol. No, get back.
Alright, we've reached periscope depth.
Right, what are we looking at?
Doing a 160 in the plane. I see 160 on, sorry, 360 on the scope, and I still see nothing. Jack, you can have a look if you want.
Yep.
Here.
Let's have a look, see.
Oh, yours.
Do you have any audio contact?
Yes.
Well, I see goon ship to our side.
Plenty.
Oh, the nature fish also?
Yeah, they're at 300 relative. It looks like they're actually going to cross our bow. Send a message, say that we've resurfaced, we're okay.
Alright. Yep.
But yeah,
Captain, we should service and charge our air
yeah,
test.
I just want to be 100% certain.
Yeah.
So
There is a surface.
It would be there 120.
Yeah, that's Death's Destiny. That's something that we actually, bring us to the surface. As soon as we're surfaced, get the diesels on, full charge batteries, empty front and rear ballast tanks, and get the compressor on. But yeah, one thing I would love, basically that's what they're doing in Star Citizen. Sorry, I'm really into that game and I'm really looking forward to that continuing, just because of how much stuff's happening. But yeah, I would love the whole ship to be modelled out and have like the mechanics on the engine rooms and the torpedo bays, like all the crew loading the tubes, all just done by AI, so it had stuff doing stuff. And yeah, add some playing cards in like the crew quarters so you can play cards
Seeing
while
as
you're
a
traveling.
surface, shouldn't we have the compressor on?
Yep, get it on. That's why I said compressor on.
I see.
Alright, to get a message to Goon?
Yes, I did send him a message.
Alright, we haven't got anything yet. But yeah, definitely.
We're bearing right now.
We should be heading at 180 unless we've turned. No, we're still there. Alright.
Yep, 180.
So we've done something. A chief engineer position would be useful. So basically a position number 6. That would be cool. So that when you send, so when you're over here and you send, say, like this message here, which I'm going to put at full speed, then the person on that end then has to do it. That actually would be cool. But yeah, Celtic, that would be cool. That would actually be really cool. So yeah, Debs, if you're listening, there's an idea for you. Nice.
I'm gonna get some fresh air.
Our tank's empty.
Like a good plan.
Yeah, it's gaining.
No, we still got one
Nothing on the
tank
right.
still full.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you wait a second, yeah, it puts a space in, but to be honest with you, we can pretty much figure out what's being said, so we just leave it. Alright, I'll stay down here just to make sure everything's okay, so if you just want to go have a look on the top, you can.
Your ship is submerged again.
Yeah, they're tracking a destroyer.
Are they tracking a destroyer, are they?
Yeah. Not sure where exactly it is, they didn't say what bearing.
A lot of people have been spacing with an X. That's reasonably intelligent, I suppose.
Nothing on the horizon. We seem to be clear.
Okay.
Hydro, what was the last bearing on sonar, or sorry, audio contact?
It was our 12, wasn't it?
It's 140 through 190. So there should be something showing up dead ahead at some point in the near future.
Ah, okay. Silent telecast. Yeah, I can understand. I don't think there's actually a space for Morse code, is there? I think it is just a case of you wait a second.
Yeah, pause.
Yeah. Where are we now? Wow, we've gone to there, have we? Let's do some
The
drawings
guys
here.
are sitting east to west, west to east.
We've travelled 24 kilometers.
Our compressors are full.
Do you know what, Death is Destiny? We actually have been mentioning that quite often with the destroyers. Something like right at the very end of the development where the game is what they would call feature complete and done. Make it so that the enemy destroyers that have the depth charges are controlled by literally just a little bridge section, so they can't go anywhere else other than the bridge and maybe just a little bit outside, but they can literally hunt the player U-boats, because I think that would give a bit of a better immersion in terms of the tense atmosphere of when you're diving, of players going, I think I heard a submarine, I'm trying to find him, ping him down there, ping him over there. I think that would be amazing.
Here's an idea for a sub
Problems.
that works like that.
The question is, how much
What's
can
the
the
code?
server handle, though?
Hmm?
When you've got, up to 20 people possibly on a server, though,
Oh,
how
well,
much can this...
The thing is, I mean, that is something that you're going to have to look at, but if you think of it this way, at the moment we've got 20 people, 4 subs, that's more than enough. Alright, so that's 20. How many people do you need for destroyers? Probably another 20 maybe? Have another 4 destroyers total? Maybe 5? On the enemy side? I reckon it could handle it. Normal server stuff. But yeah, it's entirely, like I says, at the end, and they tried, then fair enough. But it's one of those things where if it didn't get added, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. The money that I paid for this game was even just worth it. I mean, heck, even in its current state. How many hours have I actually played this? Let's actually find out. So bear in mind, this only has been out a week. I've already played 30 hours.
I have contact on the right left side.
What type of contact?
It's some sort of a ship in the distance. I barely see it.
Wait, port or starboard?
Left side.
Port is left, yes.
I don't see anything.
Oh, what?
Like what would that be? It's very. I
Oh.
barely see it.
I see it.
I
Destroyer.
see it.
Destroyer. Turn left. 60 degrees.
Roger, Dodger.
Oh, the battery's fully charged.
Battery's
Yes.
fully charged.
Turn us left. Get us on.
60 degrees?
Yep, 60 degrees. Yeah, $1 an hour. And I've actually got games that I paid more for and spent less time playing because they were boring. So there you go. The devs have, because the problem is, I like my cooperative games. I like playing with my friends, doing a story or doing something silly. There's not a lot of co-op stuff out there at the moment. Because people will go, oh, I want to do a battle royale for Fortnite. I'm sorry, I'd rather try and eat a brick covered in hot sauce.
Well, I mean,
But
you
like-
can,
I mean,
you can
I
have
hold-
the former part of that wish, Jack, by going to Ireland, to my knowledge.
Jack, I'm keeping eyes on the destroyer.
We're gonna see-
I can see Goon's ship as well.
I can't see any smoke from her stack. It could be Gravco or it could be she's still in the water.
I think
don't
she's
know.
still too far out to do anything.
I sure fell a stub too.
What are you doing?
They're on a lake.
I like the alarm. It's emergent.
Alarm!
Yeah, our fellow stub's like direct left of us now.
She's definitely under steam. I see smoke vaguely. She is moving from port starboard
I
left to
see,
right.
I see.
Yeah, I think our friends are on.
We're going to try and whack that. That is our target. Okay, so
You want
what?
to fill the tanks? Jack?
Negative. Do you think it's a bittern? It looks like a bittern.
I'm checking.
Or is it? Or is
Oh,
it?
that's one. She's got one stack.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody on top side on our friends, so they probably are ready to dive.
That is. It's hard to tell from here. Let me check the aft section.
I think it's a bittern. I think it's the same bittern that chased us earlier.
That's
Jumping
not
off,
why they're following it.
jutting off from midship. Yes, that's a bitter.
Yeah,
Lee.
getting close.
Yeah.
Hard to tell right now.
Turn us right 20 degrees.
Right, 20 degrees.
So, somebody drop the observation scope, please, or the attack scope.
Sorry, I'm trying to work out something. Right.
Never mind.
There you go. If he starts turning towards us, I want periscope depth, and I want to turn straight at him.
I can't use the UZO for some reason.
Don't worry about it.
Well, you're the only one out there.
Yeah,
But yeah,
when you do
here-
long sessions, things are right.
Here's something for you, right? I like I said, I do like this game. I'm a big fan of this game, and I'm so glad that we discovered it in its very, very early stages and followed it. And I was looking at the Steam reviews. I'm yet to make a review myself. I will get around to it. But I discovered a review which was negative. Okay, and I thought, well, okay, maybe because it's early access. I can't teleport between positions, making it very difficult to play. And that made me think. So you either didn't check to see what the game was, so you didn't watch the videos, you didn't watch the the description, you didn't read the description, you didn't actually look at it, you just bought it and went, hang on, this isn't a point and click game, or you misunderstood the term simulator. This is the type of people who put that type of review down are the type of people who play a racing game wondering why it's not like a slot car.
Oh, our tanks are empty still.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Jack wanted him.
But yeah, here's one for you, right? So for those that are aware of Star Citizen and those who follow it and actually like what's coming out of it, me, I'm not exactly the most intelligent person in the world. I mean, heck, I'm way to drop £13,000.
Motion on scope. Motion on scope.
Awesome sauce.
I have a visual.
On a 78-year-old truck because I can. But
Second motion spotted.
But I also dropped nearly. I think I'm at $4,200 in Star Citizen. I'm yet to figure out why.
Jack, I think the shore is coming about. I think she's coming towards us.
No, it looks like he's staying stationary. I think he's staying on the same heading.
She's
he's
steaming
all
towards
towards.
us regardless.
Yeah, our friends are still on the surface also.
No, the bow is pointed away from
Yeah,
us.
the bow was away from us.
Yeah, no, that's out of the
Oh,
way.
never mind. Sorry, my bad.
You're good.
Paranoia.
No, it's turning now.
Now
It's turning
Now it's turning right. Fill tanks. Give us the periscope depth. Switch to electric engines. I got front.
I'll take
you
that. You
drop,
can soon
fuck.
get down.
Oh
I'm
no.
gone.
Oh no. We clicked
Don't-
the same button at the same time, Jack.
Did we?
No, no.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, I can't move.
You stuck?
Explodes.
I'm stuck.
Oh, try and click on the ballast tanks
Lead
again,
rear tank.
and then redo it. Redo it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Good now. Alright.
All right, get us
That is
down.
a bitter class loop, yes.
Why is the rear tanks closed?
I did not know.
I'm now stuck. There we go. Let us know when them tanks are full. Keep an eye on that destroyer.
It can be pointed away, but something tells me their gun mount is pointing towards us.
Right, let's keep heading towards it. Let's keep chasing him. We're gonna get him.
Close the front.
Keep our bearing 0 degrees for now.
Relative?
Yeah, that's the thing. You see, I never ever buy a game.
Oh god, no. She's coming in. She's turning in. She is turning in hard.
All right, get us to 13 and hold us there. Right, I'm getting us down to slow speed.
There's Bing.
That's fine.
Jack,
Yo.
give me a task scope. Give me a bearing.
Hold on.
Torpedo because I think
Ah, crap! I just opened that tank. Someone closed front and rear tanks. I don't know why I've done that.
They're closed again.
Will someone drain the negative buoyancy tank?
All right, he's coming right towards us.
I'm assuming probably
Which
full
one is that,
speed.
the top valve
Yeah.
or the bottom valve?
Turn us left 5 degrees now.
Bottom valve.
Give me a salvo. 3 torpedoes. Just give me all the distance you can. Okay.
Salvo 3 torpedoes.
Sonar
I can.
complex
Stop.
170, 180.
Turn left a bit more. Left. Keep left. A bit more. Left. Stop. What we're about to do is really stupid. We're going a bit low. I'm losing sight. Right, I need those torpedoes to literally fire and forget forward. And this is going to be an interesting shot. Lefts, please, some more.
What's the range? Can you give me an estimation?
I'm just going to tell you to probably like 2 clicks, but we're going to be firing a lot closer than that. Bit more. Stop.
Somewhere around 180, 190.
Alright, left a little bit. Stop. Okay. All ahead full. But stand by on that negative tank and full dive planes, because once we fire, we're going to have to dive.
Mission check the scope when I say so.
Right. Is that ready to fire, is it, on my scope?
It's on the AP. Let me take a look quick, please.
Nope. Because once I'm going to be doing this, trust me. This is going to be interesting. So I want salvo.
I have our link set. We have 3 torpedoes set to fire.
Right. Price, give me left. Just a little, just a smidge. Stop.
I have range
Left
set.
a bit more. Stop.
Torpedo depth is at 1.5.
Okay. This is going to be interesting because we're literally going to be firing straight at its hull, at the nose of its hull.
You want 3 or...
Alright. We're going to fire it in a second. So stand by.
Standing by fire, aye.
Give us right. Right. Stop.
What's our range, Jack?
We're getting pinged.
Dive, full dive. Crash dive. Everything we've got. And I want full right on the rudder.
Village tank is open. Full dive. Crash.
I don't think I hit him.
Hydro, what are we hearing?
I hear them.
Oh!
What? Ooh, depth charges.
Oh, that was on us.
Yeah.
Oh, there's sparks.
Nothing we can do about it. Keep diving.
I feel like I'm stuck.
The what?
Keep giving us full left rudder.
Yep, full left, full speed.
Okay, there's one.
How the hell did we miss?
Okay, there we go, I'm out.
Probably didn't give enough lead. We
It was
still have sonar
it was
complex
right at
190, by the
R12.
way.
Was speed set to
Yeah,
0?
it was
Was the speed
turning.
set to 0?
It was not set to 0, no.
Then that's why. It fucked off to the side. It's spitting now. Don't worry about it. Let's get us down to 200 again.
hopefully Goon Slot could do something.
Right, take us to bearing 180.
Roger.
All ahead, slow.
Looks like we have 2 fish.
2 left, is that it?
Torpedo status 2, right. So that's, I guess, 2 in reserve, possibly 3 in the tank.
No, we've got total of 4. So those 3 are going to reload. And then we've got 2 in the ass.
No, I've only got 1 in this, don't we?
No, we got 1 in. There's 1 in the stern loaded already, and there's 2 in reserve. I think it is.
Okay.
What we got?
Yeah, still sonar contact 180, 190.
It's slow. All right, level us out.
Roger, roger.
Just remember, we took some damage, so.
And no
I got
bilge,
my
though.
Bilge is empty.
All right, keep an eye on that negative tank. I've got it draining. Damn, we blew some bulbs.
Listen, what now?
We blew some bulbs.
The bulbs are better than more.
Yes. Is the radio room dark again?
No, it's okay. It's just in here.
Oh, yeah.
Can they knock out the hydro? I don't know. I don't think we can have damaged components yet. We good for lights?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we blew these ones. These ones here are blown. The map table. We've lost the map table.
I don't think I've seen anybody actually use the map table.
I've been kind of using the map table.
That's okay. These handy dandy flashlight.
That's where we crash dived.
We're sitting at around 160 meters. I'll give us a little positive plane.
Roger. Right, try and keep us about this level. Right, how are we looking on the sonar?
Come on, baby.
Sonar contact is somewhere between 180 to 220, but I can't quite tell.
Right, I'm getting us a dead slow. Let's try and. Yeah, but that is something I'd love to see later on. Is the ability to actually be able to repair things, change bulbs, like go to like the, have like a supply box somewhere on the ship, pull out a bulb, change it. That would be cool.
Here's a funny thing. Imagine trying to calculate how many.
They're still pinging.
They're still pinging.
No,
Oh yeah. What? They're still pinging, or they're not pinging?
They've stopped pinging.
Ah.
There's no more turn. I think we might have just passed under them actually.
Listen out for splashes. Is that still not empty yet?
It's almost.
Just let us keep sinking if need be.
I've just managed to stop us from at full deflection.
That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, I would love to see an engine room. I would love to see an engine room.
Compressor's holding steady. Sorry, compressed air is just below 800 kilo.
Roger.
Okay,
Yeah,
now sonar contact about
Yeah, it stopped
65.
Roger. But yeah, see this engine room, right?
65.
If you look at the original Kickstarter for HMS Morulcan, which is what this game was supposed to be before SubSim funded it, there is a video that actually has their engine room. I want to see that kind of thing.
What this book's about?
So like if we set it on the on the dial, we set full forward. It then tells that to the engineer, the guy in the engine room, who then has to set it on the engines. Maybe later, devs, but please do that. That'd be awesome. It'd be really cool. I know you didn't see me like put my hands together going please, but please. Yeah, semi-functional
I
engine room.
think
Yeah,
the
exactly.
computer room lost the light too.
The torpedo room?
Yeah, it's all dark up there.
No, there's a light up there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, hold on.
Is that how it's supposed to look then?
What about now?
Yeah. It's still dark on my
Yeah,
side.
I think just over time, just start building a little bit more at a time. That would be nice. I mean, if they don't, they don't. But it would be nice. All right, how we looking?
2 people, you gotta give credit. This is one amazing.
Oh yeah.
Experience.
Okay, no, I was wrong about where the sonar contact is. It's about, is basically almost on our direct 6 again. So,
Do we get any messages
0
from?
direct north or 10.
Okay. Let's just keep heading in the direction we are. What's our battery status?
8.
Roger.
Bravo.
Full deflection, we're still
tracking loiter. And
Let me know when you can no longer hold depth. Don't drop below 200.
We are slowly sinking at positive.
That's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Do you see my hat? My hat means don't worry about it.
Oh god,
Your
got two more.
hat.
We're leaking.
Of course we're
It
leaking.
is light.
It's a it's
Our
a
village is
submarine.
more full than normal.
What is your biggest ship in Star
0.5.
Citizen? The current biggest ship I have in Star Citizen is
Is it the Hammerhead?
the Polaris.
5.
The Polaris is my largest ship. I nearly bought an Idris. I did have enough for an Idris, but I couldn't be bothered waiting the F5 war to get one, so it didn't happen. So a Polaris is big enough for me, and I've also got a Retaliator, Valkyrie, a Nova tank,
Be advised, we are at
and some other
195.
stuff. Super
Sinking.
Hornets,
195
Gladius, and a few
sinking.
more.
195 and sinking.
Oh, Death is Destiny. Thanks for that follow. Yeah, just
We
drain the
blast
bulge.
some-
Do we just blast 200? No, not yet.
We've lost sonar contact.
Technically
Unless
speaking,
it's,
the U-boat of World War
yes.
II isn't a submarine. Well, right now we're sinking, so technically we're still a boat. Because we're sinking. Tell you one thing, I couldn't have done this in real life.
I hear torpedoes bearing 240, but
Seriously? Maybe
Yeah.
maybe they're trying to get that destroyer. Maybe they'll actually achieve something.
maybe.
Maybe they'll actually achieve something, so we're not doing all the work.
Alright, we've reached neutral.
Alright,
Buoyancy
try and hold it.
at 197.
Jack, are you wearing sandals again today?
That is affirmative. I am wearing socks with sandals. But my socks are now wet.
Scratch that, we are now at 198. We are still sinking.
Of course we're still sinking.
Emptying the village of what we got.
Oh, thing is, right, and I mean, like, I follow Star Citizen reasonably
Sam.
well. I do follow like all the stuff on YouTube and the stuff on the website. And the only thing I ever recommend to people is, unless you really do have money to throw away, game package is all you need. Game package, get the ship in game. There is absolutely no point in you spending... are you being pinged? No, Martin, we are not. But we are... got contact above us.
We are. The pings have started again dead ahead.
They've started again.
Yes.
Can you try not to use any screws since we've got pings? Because you can get all the ships, and literally every single ship that you can see on the store in Star Citizen are all going to be available in game. So I only recommend people to go just get the base package, get the ship that you want. If you really need to upgrade it to like another one that's like $5-10 more, then fair enough. But bear in mind, it's all available in game. I'm an idiot. Like, you know, I mean, like I says, I'm away to spend 13,000 on a truck tomorrow or Sunday, some point in the next few days. You know, and then on top of that, I've also spent $4,000 on a game. And if it ever comes out, I love people that say that, because I'm like, wow, really? It's just such a weird thing to say. I mean, it was funny back, was about 2 years ago, when it was like really debatable how far along the game was actually going. But now, considering the fact that the progress has been made, every time I see that, I'm like, yeah, you really haven't seen what's coming, have you? I mean, heck, there's already more playable area than anything that EA has ever thrown out.
Yeah. Star Citizen in its current state is actually surprisingly playable.
Oh yeah, once it's a bit more stable, like, but again, that's just development for you. But no, I mean, I nearly bought another ship, but I realised, no, the Dodge that I'm saving up for, and for those that don't know what I'm doing, if you go on my Discord under Operation Dodge, that is what I'm doing. But yes,
We are holding depth.
Ooh.
Barely. It is like
barely.
needling back and forth. And no, now we're sinking again. I think
That's because our bilge is dropping again. Right, are we still being pinged?
There are no sonar pings at the moment. No sonar contacts. We seem to have lost them again.
Alright, Price, nice and slowly, just bring us up. Try to do it without any using any compressed air to drain any of the tanks. Let's try and climb some more.
bring it to half speed and hope.
Yeah,
that
no
that'll-
more than half speed while we're being chased, please.
Hopefully
Keep
that'll get some of the.
keep a listen out
water.
on the hydrophone, but bear in mind, if you're at bearing 180, you will hear our engines. Why don't you buy a half track? Right now, bear in mind, I for those that don't know, I do a lot of Second Ranger, well, I only do Second Ranger reenacting here in the UK, so we go around and teach people what the Second Rangers did. Point to Hawk, Hurting Forest, all that kind of stuff. And we do all these big displays with vehicles and guns and all correct. All our kits 100% correct. So we actually go out and buy the original patches, the original clothing, if possible. You know, the original belts and pouches and helmets and all that kind of stuff. So getting all this kit, you know, so it's expensive. And I have been offered a few things. I've been offered Willys Jeeps. I've been offered a Sherman tank. I've been offered a Sherman tank. That was interesting. So one of the guys in our reenactment group actually has an original World War II Sherman tank, which is pretty cool. We used to have a couple of M24 Chaffies, but they've been sold. We also had a couple of half-tracks, including an M16 gun motor carriage. So the anti-aircraft 4-barreled 50 cal one.
The M50 bolted to the back.
We used to have one of them. And that's pretty cool. But I don't have that amount of money. I have enough money for a Dodge, so that's what I'm going for. And I'm going to strap my 30 cal machine gun to it. Because I can.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun if you
I'd
got
like
a
to get
bank
some kind of World War II vehicle, but the best thing I could afford was a Z3M from an imported vehicles dealer.
bazookas.
I mean, I've got, like I said, I mean, for those that have seen my streams in the past where I used to actually have my webcam on, I've been told don't put webcam on, it's, you don't get to see much game, but for those that have seen it with my webcam on, you see all my guns on the wall, they're all original, they're all World War II, so my 30 cal, my Thompson, my carbine, my gun rack, exactly. But,
I'll forever
yeah.
be sad about that, to be honest.
Hmm?
I'll forever be sad about that, to be honest.
Yeah, it is a shame. Like I said, it's the same in Canada. You know, what they do is they weld them up so you can't use the guns anymore. It's really a bit of a shame. I've got a BAR in the corner. It's not mine. It's a friend of mine's, and I'm cleaning it all up for him. But yeah.
That reminds me, actually, quick bit of random politics out of nowhere. They're planning on outright banning semi-automatics down here.
In Canada, in New Zealand, yeah, I saw.
Yeah. They're guaranteedly outright banning semi-autos, but they're contemplating adding a gun registrar. It should be the other way around, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it should be. Well, that's what they did here in the UK.
No,
when they did it here in the UK, they just
politics.
overnight they just went, nope, they're banned. Hand them over to the police, and the police threw them into car compactors with other cars. So vintage Lugers, MP40s, M1 Garands.
That's fucking disgusting.
You know, SVT40s. They just threw it all into the cars that were going to the car compactors and crushing the lot. The people couldn't sell them on. They couldn't get them out of the country. They just had to destroy them. It was such a shame.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. But yes, I did hear about the project about building the E100. I also heard of a project wanting to get the mouse in Russia up and running, but Russia turned around and says no. Which was
Russia turned around and said, no, glorious T-35 instead. Blip.
Yeah. I nearly got a vintage Martini Henry here because I can legally have one as an obsolete caliber, so I can actually have one on my wall that can still live fire without a license. But because things keep changing here with all guns in the UK here, like they try to ban deactivated guns, for example, and
Jack,
yeah.
you want something you need? I'm selling a suppressed musket now.
A long barrel P90 is legal for hunting. That is awesome. I love the P90. I've got an airsoft one up on my wall back here, but never seen a real one in the UK. Right, we are climbing incredibly slow, so let's expedite, please.
Well, we start some bilge.
Start with a bilge tank. Yeah, just release some of that bilge. Yeah, technically, because the receiver still has a serial number, it still classes as a gun. It makes no sense that Death is Destiny, but hey ho. Right, let's get to the surface. Let's do some more submarining. We've got a destroyer to destroy.
Yes, it's good spot since not.
Right, I'm going to give us a bit of positive buoyancy. Let's get a 600. That'll do.
I'm gonna be honest about this. The politics in my country is completely ass backwards, and it makes me very disappointed.
That's a little bit more speed.
Well, let's hold off. I know it sucks, but let's hold off on politics.
Fair.
because we're here for submarinings. Oh yeah, actually, here's something for you. I am hoping I am correct in remembering, but I'm pretty sure that the guys who made this game actually went to that U-boat. I can't remember where it is. Is it in Norway? They've got it mounted outside, and you can actually go inside it. It's an old German U-boat. Can anyone confirm that? I'm pretty sure it's the guys who made this. They went and took loads of pictures of it, and actually used that as reference for this game. I'm almost certain it's them, and I hope I'm correct. But I can't.
Really
I don't know where it is, Celtic. But I remember seeing the pictures, and it is a very nicely preserved U-boat. Actually, I think the best one, if they were going to build it, they should do it for the laugh factor. But the T1000 Landkreuzer.
The Ratte?
The Rat, yeah, the Landkreuzer. If you ever played Sniper Elite 3, was it 3 or 4? Where you got to destroy it?
I think it was,
But that thing is awesome. It is ridiculous,
4 was
but
Africa,
awesome.
right?
Yeah, I think it was 4.
Yeah.
That was cool. What's our depth? Wow, we are not climbing.
Now we're climbing faster than we did before.
Yeah.
You're
We're
gonna give
moving
it
like 170 to
speed.
120.
Yeah, give us great speed.
Unless you want me to vent the ballast tanks a little bit.
Nah, just leave it as is. I don't want to waste too much CO right now.
Yeah, fair enough. We've still got though shy of actually no, sitting straight about bonds.
How many fish we got left? 3 forward.
Last check was what, 4?
We got 3 forward. 3 forward and 2 rear.
5 fish. We can't transfer from aft forward, can we?
No. It's the U995. It's in Norway. I want to see that one day. I might have to go to Norway to see that. Oh my god. Potential YouTube idea. Go to Norway to see a submarine. Alright, that's 100 meters. We're doing good. We're climbing. We're doing some professionals. I mean, I am going to France in end of May, beginning of June for the 75th anniversary. And there will be a lot of pictures and a lot of videos coming from that.
Yeah, my guy really doesn't want to
And
squeeze
you'll have
here.
the Dodge then, right?
If I have the Dodge then, and I bring it with me, I will have a GoPro fitted discreetly in the vehicle, so I will have some footage. That will also end up on YouTube.
Sometimes he walks just fine, and sometimes he doesn't want to squeeze.
So tube 5 should be our aft tube, right?
A-firm.
Our aft tube. Okay. I have not yet had a chance or any opportunity.
There is one in
yet.
Chicago, but it's a 9C. That'd be pretty cool too. Get Muggs to go there. Muggs. Oh, and he's not watching. Muggs, if you're watching this on YouTube, go there. Get some pictures.
Audio contact's currently between 110 and 180, by the way.
Turn us left 150.
100 and 180, sorry.
Cancel 140.
Roger, Dodger.
Alright, we're getting our best Michael Jackson impersonations right now. We are doing a bit of an angle. we are climbing. There's apparently a Type 21 in Bremerhaven. Cool.
50 meter.
One thing I would really love to do, and again, even though I have money, I keep spending it on really stupid stuff. You know, like guns and dodges and things like that. One thing I would love to do is to go to Hawaii and go to Pearl Harbor, you know, and go see all the ships there. You know, and do things like that. I'd love to go see the Missouri. I would love to. It's just too expensive.
Whoever that is with the torch, would you like to have a look at the hydro for a second?
What is your
I'll take the green light as a yes.
Also, Jack, if you're looking at the cost, you could visit the Missouri, but you could also, instead of that, just fly over to the East Coast in some location, visit the Wisconsin like I did. And Wisconsin is a sister ship. She's the very last of the Iowa class we laid down. I toured her once, and I toured her from the Command Engagement Center all the way down to the
right? We've got a few contacts to our 12.
Like I said, between 140 and 180.
Oh, we've got some serious whoop factor. That's going to be interesting. All right, get us to periscope depth, please, if you will.
Standing by the main.
I'm going to drop us down to slow speed.
Just sound off when past periscope depth. I can put the scope up.
I can send telegrams
We're there.
again.
Right,
Yeah, that's
send a
13.
send a status report. Just let them know that we took a few hits with the depth charges, but we're still good. Alright, let's make sure everything's drained where possible.
Via the attack scope, I'm not seeing anything on the narrow band.
We're still rising. Hold on. Trying to fix, but
Oh, because we've still got ballast. I'm filling them real quick.
all right. we're like skimming the surface.
Alright, we should be full
There
again.
you go. All right.
Alright, keep us at 13.
Okay,
Kitsune, can you get the rear tank?
Contact.
Okay, the rear tank.
What you got?
Bearing 255 degrees, we have U307 on the surface. She has surfaced.
Cool. What about any enemy contacts?
I have not seen anything else yet. Scope is otherwise clear.
Right, what have we got in the hydro? Anything dangerously close?
Oh,
He is
yeah.
out of torpedoes.
Okay then.
Of course he is.
307's out of
So in
torps.
other words, we're going to have to take on the destroyer then.
Basically.
All
How
right,
many
well,
torps do we
I
have
think-
left?
I mean,
We've got a
We
few.
got 3
Right.
forward,
Okay.
2 aft.
Right.
5 total.
Obviously, this has gotten on quite a while now. We have been going for a good couple of hours now. So this is what I'm suggesting. We point our noses towards this convoy and we gun it.
I mean, I think-
We're going to try and take out the destroyer. Goon can go in to the convoy with his gun, and then
Deck
see how
guns.
that goes. Because otherwise, we're going to be here forever. So, is everyone good with that? Does that sound like a
Let's
plan?
do it. Let's do it.
Send the message
ready
to
for it.
Goon.
Sounds semi-viable.
Send it over to Goon. Tell him we're going to rush the convoy. We're going to go for the destroyer. He can go for the fleet.
Hold up.
Surface the boat, please, Mr.
all we have
Price.
to do is get him a clear shot on the fleet and get out of there.
Yeah.
Servicing the boat.
Right. As soon as we're surfaced, I want diesel engines on. I want compressor on. I want tanks drained, and I want full speed.
Attempting to maneuver to the
Hopping the
far
hatch.
side of convoy.
Roger. One thing I would love to see,
Full speed ahead.
Celtic, is yes, that customizable emblems, or even just like a drop-down list of different ones. But I would like the ability to name my U-boat. So instead of calling it the U-96, I can call it the U-104, or just give it a name myself. I'll probably still keep it the U-96. I think the 96 is our ship.
I'd agree to that.
Yeah. Right. Nice and empty on there and there. Right, make sure everything's nice and solidly closed. Don't want any leakings. Tank closed. Tank closed. Bilge pump empty. By names, what I mean is, you can name it U, and then numbers.
Measures sent. We're engaging the escort, so you're engaging the convoy.
Roger. Yeah, U404, exactly, Grumpy Dave.
Oh, the contact.
They're gonna try to flank the convoy.
God.
They're trying to get to the other side.
Alright, we're just going to go straight, as in where we're heading. Alright, keep an eye on those tanks. Once they're full, I want the compressor switched off. Alright, people. We've been going on long enough. We're going in for it. Is that someone's...
on the surface, or are we gonna dive?
We'll see what happens. I kind of want to not die before Goon, if at all possible. I want him to be the cannon fodder, so we can so we can sweep the floor. But
I'll put it this way: I'm not afraid to engage a destroyer with a deck gun, especially
Stand
if
by
she's
for
getting
compressor.
You should be afraid to destroy.
Compressor's full.
To engage a destroyer with a deck gun, honestly, because
I should be.
oh,
I know
they're on
anyway.
the bottom of their ship.
they'll kill a sub in 3 shots, basically.
Oh, we've been killed in 1. We took a hit at the conning tower and it destroyed our ship.
At the same time, though, Jack, you remember that case where we took one right to the conning tower and still survived?
Oh,
It was a crush. It just depends. Also, if we give them a vertical profile versus horizontal, they've got a very narrow target to fire at. Especially if they're fully on against us, too.
Okay.
Alright, just keep a lookout.
Considering the last ship I recognized...
Oh, hey, they're right there.
They have, I'm
Oh
assuming,
yeah,
rolling.
that's pretty close.
Yeah, for example,
Look
6969.
at someone's on the front looking at us.
Yeah, for example,
no,
we
it's
would
two of them
use
on the
our
deck.
server that we rent out, and we'd have our own whitelisted locked server, so we
Yeah,
wouldn't have that
there's
much of
Four
an
of them
issue.
are on the deck.
They
Well,
had
I mean,
some
just
on
like
the
us.
deck. I guess we're all tired of playing Go Seek.
Yeah, it will be on YouTube. I will immediately export this, and it will be live at some point tomorrow. But thanks for watching, man. I hope you enjoyed whatever the hell it was that we did. And if you can figure out whatever we did as well, that would be nice.
We're on
Some
it.
hits and sinks.
All ahead, stop. Let these fools go ahead of us.
Shall we?
Roger.
Kind of like
Actually, all ahead, full
course,
reverse.
All head full. That makes no.
All ahead,
There's
reverse.
Speed reverse.
All ahead reverse have been given.
Tell the engine to just go, frack themselves.
Yeah, they're coming closer towards us.
That's why I
I've
said
already
reverse.
I adjusted the rudder. We're no longer in a collision course.
Look at it.
Are they waving? Are they trying to wave?
No, all
Like
five
someone
of
stuck
them
on a
are on the
ladder.
deck. Fairly certain it's all five. No,
They're
it's not
flashing
all
He's
five.
giving
green.
us the green light.
Alright,
Well,
full
they're
ahead,
flashing red, so
full
they're
ahead,
Flashing green.
Roll ahead.
full ahead.
This is the case where if anybody knows Morse, this is where we'll be flashing certain signals at them, like.
I would
go
like,
get
if so. For example, like when we chose all our character slots. So, for example, the Captain, the Navigator. When you chose that character, that was your character for the campaign. So that was your permanent character for the campaign, and you actually
give us full speed ahead.
did get to choose within realms of reason. If they had a hat on, if they had a certain hair color, or certain hair length, color of eye. But again, two-man dev team. I'm not expecting a lot, but it would be a nice addition later on down the line.
Should I take a shot at them with the aircraft?
No.
No, you
Come
can
on.
actually damage us.
We need them to be our shield.
Right, let's get this thing full
They're
tilt.
going to be.
We need to finish this.
Yeah, I had
It is
flying.
full tilt. It's just trying to figure out that there's full momentum.
Tanks are fully empty, right?
Should be.
How many hours ahead of you are again?
What's current speed? Oh yeah, we're building speed.
Yep.
What is our current speed?
Not fast enough.
16 knots.
Someone dumped the schnapps in the fuel tank.
We already did.
I think.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
how we
the fuel
raised.
tank.
That's why the rum's always gone.
FleetCom would like to know how we're always ending up next to U307 when we surface. Because every time we've surfaced, we've been right next to them. Well, to be fair, we've been staying on the same path heading,
Yeah,
chasing the
they finally
convoy.
crossed us
So
on they're finally crossing the left to the right now.
yeah, but they're going around us, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
This is a
they're trying to
Wolfpack
flank.
after all.
Wow, we've
We have
travelled
5
some
crew
distance.
members. Do we have 5 crew
We've
members?
got 5.
Yeah,
we've
no,
got 5.
I'm gonna bring up Fonto stream and see
It's
what
doing
they
it. Look
do
at this. The
there.
rust on this boat is unacceptable.
I know.
It really is.
I mean, who do you think takes care of it? Not us.
Well, I guess it's Doc's problem, not ours. Even
Apparently
the
the one
UZOs!
standing right on the bow is actually Fonto himself.
Is
They've
it?
rusted the
What's
UZOs.
Yes. I'm tempted.
Nah, don't. Come on,
No, try taking his head off.
come on. We're the professional ones here. Come on.
We'd never hear the end of it.
Right, keep a
Never
lookout
hear the
because we
end of
must
it.
be getting close to them. Ah, Louis TR98. Thank you very much for the follow. Clearly here for the sights because there's nothing going on right now, apart from watching a submarine just vanish off into the sunrise.
I mean, I guess the only
Makes sense.
side is the fact the entire crew of U3
Did you enjoy?
that was-
Yes, Death is Destiny. I did enjoy Derail Valley, and that's another game that I follow, and that is
Wouldn't be
another
more like
awesome
a
game.
Sunset, because it's
All
been
5
bright
of
for a
them
while.
on the deck.
It is.
Yeah,
No, it's
yeah,
morning.
so-
It's morning. It's still morning.
Oh, is it?
Oh, wow! Thanks for the sub there, Luis. Thank you very much. Very, very
Jack,
much.
it appears that U307's crew are simultaneously taking a wee off the bow and flipping us the bird.
I
Seems
thought
good.
they're all just high on drugs. It's the only way to describe what they're like.
They were inhaling the diesel exhaust for too long.
Yeah. Been huffing diesel fumes.
So long as they're not drinking the torpedo juice.
Right, let's get below. I want to find out what the whoop factor is and see if we're actually gaining on these things.
Ah, that's wrong.
All right, everyone,
Let's
let's get down below. Let's go all nice and cozy again. But yeah,
I'll
if,
maintain watch
for
on the
the
bow.
for those, we're going to be going down, so everyone needs to come down.
Alright.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Engines.
Let's
But
search.
don't try and
One
lock me
thing,
out.
one thing I am looking forward to for Derail Valley though is the co-op. Can't wait for that. Is everyone in?
All aboard.
Yep, hatch is
Opening
closed.
front ballast.
Periscope depth, please.
Opening rear.
Alright, gentlemen. The only thing I've heard so far, Death is Destiny, from their Discord and from their announcements, is at the moment it's just co-op that has been mentioned. But they have also mentioned EMUs, a new electric locomotive, and some other stuff. How to measure ships as well as identifying and how to... Okay, I will say this. We are yet to really figure out the torpedo computer and how to measure ships and things like that. But to identify ships, the only thing to do is just bring it up and just try and pick it out of the list. We still are learning this game ourselves. The devs do have a thing on the YouTube. If you go check out their YouTube, not only will you see a video that they put up of our stream from we did a few days ago, which was awesome of them, which I still can't thank you enough. And it was a very well edited one. It was very tense. It was amazing. But they also have tutorial videos telling you exactly how to do stuff. So, yet we haven't actually watched them ourselves. We're just still trying to wing it and see what happens.
We've been going by the logic of if you punch in enough numbers in the TDC, eventually something goes boom.
Yeah. I mean, we've sunk alone 19,800 tons of shipping. All Fonteman's submarine has done is waste all of their torpedoes.
Drink all
I
the
like
schnapp.
how our stream is just as okay.
Thing is, right? Thing is, though, I can guarantee you, Fonteman's stream will have 50, 60 people all chatting, all having a laugh, and they do. But the people who have come here are clearly here for professionalism and amazingness.
Right.
Yeah.
Professionalism.
Oh God.
Why is the Enigma just screeching?
I don't know. Right. What does the hydrophone say? How far away are we? Actually, I'm on it. Oh God. Why is it sounding so dull? That's why. Turn us to the left, bearing 140, please.
140.
Once we finish turning, attack periscope. Keep an eye on bearing 0 relative to ship. We've got contact that way, up below 3 on the whoop factor. So we should be getting into visual range soon. Let's service the boat if you don't see anything at bearing 0, and let's give it the business. Speed of 1,000 gazelles, if you please, on the surface with diesel engines. If there's nothing to our 12.
Considering Goon's boat still has not died, I think we're fine.
In that case, service the boat, full tilt, please.
Servicing the boat.
And this should be the last time we don't have any action going on. This is action time now.
Popping the hatch.
I kind of just want to use it. Oh well.
All right, let's do it. Full tilt. I'll empty these tanks.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, did we get a message from the radio log, by the way? I did hear beeping.
I sent them the message for prep to attack enemy. Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said good hunting.
Say again, end.
Don't know. I'm here because I got lost on the way to the head. Brilliant. Right.
Nothing on visual yet.
Who tried to tell them what?
I don't know. Celtic just posted, I'm here because I got lost on the way to the head. Alright, are we going full Oompa Loompa?
We're going full oomp.
Roger that. Okay.
And last thing Dude told us was good hunting.
We're giving her the beans.
We have travelled 36... No, how far have we
Getting a little
travelled?
foggy.
36,000 meters, wow.
36 kilometers? That's a pretty good amount for a U-boat.
We have made a...
What is that about?
Look at our...
4 kilometers?
I've made the path of our route on the map. You should have a look.
Yeah.
they're still going far right. So yeah, they're
All right, let's do
off
this.
on the road now.
We're doing this. This is how it's going to end. Either we end going out in a blaze of glory, or we die. All right, how are we looking?
Doing 18 knots.
Whoa, I could have swore I saw something there, but it could have just my guy's peyote kicking in. Stop spinning that thing. It's not being greased. It's just non-stop grinding. It's like a millstone at a bakery.
It's in the middle of the ocean. It's not exactly something that can be greased, is it?
Get some WD-40, you'll be fine.
Yeah. But like I says, I mean, if you walk around this ship and you actually look at it, the fact that two guys made this is ridiculous, especially when you look at other stuff.
Jack, if you're standing right next to it like this, you can actually see through the
Oh yeah,
the thing.
so we can.
That's quite odd, isn't it?
Hmm.
I mean, it looks like they have a bunch of other equipment that will eventually serve a purpose.
Yeah, there will be. There's radar
Like, you
coming
know.
in. There's all sorts of stuff coming.
I really do think
307,
that there's gonna be like
One thing I would like to see is when you close the hatch, the wheel to spin. I don't know why, just that tiny little, just that little spin. That's all I like to
that
see.
detail give you.
Yeah,
give
just
you
that
gains.
little bit of detail. Yeah.
A good bearing on the fleet.
The last bearing I had on it is the heading that we're heading. Got a contact destroyer at just off our 12 o'clock to the left hand side.
I have a visual. You know what? Let me get in the torpedo data computer.
I see something out the corner of my eye to the right of the port that's just beyond the fog.
I see that destroyer bearing 340. What is that? 20 degrees
Oh.
port. You want to beam straight towards it?
Yes, please.
All right, 20 degrees port.
I see
A little silhouette of a man.
3 to 4 ships, maybe 5 to our starboard, about 10-20 degrees.
We're going after
But
the
they're
destroyer.
just in the very edge of the
Oh yeah, I
fog.
see
You
him.
can
Yeah, I see him. I
see
see
them
him.
out the corner of your eye.
Right, this time we're going to do the same as what we did last time, but we're only going to fire one torpedo. This time,
Yeah, I'll
I'm
take-
setting this.
Oh, he's moving port to starboard.
friends are still on the
right
surface.
direction. So I'm gonna put us at a 10-degree offset from him.
We're
Okay.
gaining speed ahead
I'm
of our
assuming we're
friends.
familiar with TDC.
0.
You can try us in. Well, I don't know if our friends saw him yet.
Right.
Are we in contact with U-307 still?
What is the...
They're at the surface.
What is the width
To our right.
of that ship?
From our current range, it's about.
9.
How can you tell?
Right.
Ah, I see. They're off in the distance.
Target speed 0.
Yeah, we're getting ahead of them now.
What? Traction.
Jack, can you guys get below deck?
Already am.
Or just to periscope depth. Everyone below deck.
Yep.
No, not yet.
What's up?
All right, close the hatch.
Stand by.
Hold on.
Close the hatch.
Why? What you thinking? Let me do a quick one check first.
We're still far
Because
enough away. We don't want to
currently-
submerge yet.
We're on a really good intercept course.
Yes. The problem is once we submerge, we cut our speed roughly in half.
Yeah.
Every time we go down, we run electrics, and electrics do not have nearly as much horsepower as diesel.
No, I know that, but the problem is